It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego politico, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. This one not the off in mind, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. Can you they touch like every corner, every corner? My ego don't come, my ego don't come. Okay, some people be they holla, say they want it, holla, say they want it. Them promise us, say we go get like some power. Them houses so they can't get the power. But now they know they do, and now they know they do anything. Every day, dollar, just they get it higher power. Feed them talk, feed them talk, we off my my ego don't come, my ego don't come. My people make you mad, make you mad. My ego don't come, my ego don't come. My people make we shout, make we shout. My ego don't come, my ego don't come. My ego don't come, man of the masses, man of the masses. My ego don't come, oh yeah yeah. My ego die the politico, yeah yeah. My ego don't come, oh yeah yeah. This one not they off in mind, yeah yeah. My ego don't come, oh yeah yeah. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my egun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my egun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we not talk. But thank God say my egun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My egun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. My egun don't come, oh yo yo. Man of the masses, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh yeah, yeah. My ego diary politico, oh yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh yeah, yeah. Hello there. My ego now I'm on, I'm on do. My ego diary, my ego number one. Ayékún làwa mọ̀ làwọn tó dòdòdò. Ayékún dáyàrí ayébi nọ́mbà wọn. Ayékún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Ayékún dáyàrí ayébi nọ́mbà wọn. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Ayékún dáyàrí ayébi nọ́mbà wọn. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún dá wa sí. Ayékún dáyàrí. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Máyégún live. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún diary, Máyégún diary. Thank you so much for joining me again tonight from wherever you are watching from. Remember, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. Tell them that Máyégún today. If you also have the following in any of your social media platform, tag them too. The Buhari Danes, the Buhari Diderins, the Buhari Denotus, the Buhari Dijatus, the Buhari Shukus, the Ungozi Haris, the Unneka Haris,
the sophisticated morons, the humbled slaves, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, the all-risers, the entire clan of the cyberbarians, including bat idiots and bat starts. Tell them, eh? Also the Emilokans, the Ronu Nazis. Everywhere right now is the same sing song. Ebi npa wa o. Lessons are being learned. Read the caption of this broadcast. Read the description as well. And do the needful. Now let me tell you something. You see, there is this. There are two songs that I kind of picked tonight. I don't know why. They kept ringing in my head. They are Yoruba songs, okay? I'll try and tell you the meaning, right? So the first one, from nowhere, just kept ringing in my head and playing in my head. Awi ele ogbo, afofofo, ele ogba, agbelu sile, atunfenu wi. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹni bá máa jẹ ìyà, kò sí bẹ́ ṣe lè sọ àfìgbà tó bá débi tó ti máa jẹ ìyà yẹn. Ladies and gentlemen, what that simply means, loosely translated as, we did all our best. I mean, we did all we could to let people know the type of danger they are playing with. And they told us that our mouth were stinking, smelling. Shut up your mouth. What did you know? Now, in 10 months, everybody don't they know better. The second song is Eni ti jo na koniko no motiwa Allahumma amin Allahumma amin Allahumma amin Allahumma amin Eni ti jo na koniko no motiwa. When you see those Ronukus, the Ronu Nazis, the defenders of the druggy, kleptomaniac relic, Thiefnubu, when you see most of them, you can tell the unfortunateness following them just like their shadow. And they don't give a damn if yours is also destroyed, your lives. And that is why they have now brought calamity, destruction, not only upon themselves, so upon innocent people and children. Are you listening? That is why when they say Allahumma amin, Allahumma amin, you should be saying amen, amen. Because what that is that, listen, no. Continue to say amen, that those whose tears have been destroyed, people who have nothing to lose, the people that felt like whatever you have, they deserve to have them, even when they are not interested in working to have what you have. Now, when they see those that will take those from you and turn you to them, they will stick with them. You know that. So today, in Ibadan, including Abuja, those in Abuja are fear because they never wanted this. They rejected them even inside the asshole rock. Nigeria to finish you. I don't know if you know the latest. Number one, Thiefnubu no get any plan for any of you. Now, the earlier you know that, the better for you. That Nigeria is not for you. Let's start with that.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. 70 years old man. Oh. I am mumu na too much. You be mumu. You think say they wise. How many times would they
say you dey wise? That's where we'll start from. In case some of you who have a short memories, how many of you will remember this?
Non-negotiable. Wash your hands clean.
They were giving those youth 1,000 naira. And there was the beginning of the recruitment for the Emilokan terrorists. Now, there's something I want to say before I continue. Let no one be surprised that the rejection of Thiefnubu is coming first from the same region he was supposed to have been the regional champion from Yoruba land. Yorubas never voted for Thiefnubu. Well, the Yoruba governors that colluded, all right, and ensured that they rigged it for Thiefnubu, they are about to find out if Yoruba has actually voted for Thiefnubu the way they presented it. I mean, the Lagos where Thiefnubu was their landlord was soundly rejected. That is a fact. Then what gave you that total impression that the same manipulation and twisting that now produced a fake result that produced the Thiefnubu's legitimacy? I'm not saying Yorubas didn't vote for him. Don't get me wrong. Here you get. What I'm saying is that you will now find out if the majority of Yorubas actually supported Thiefnubu. You are about to find out. Now, for those who might think somehow that the Western region, Yoruba land, is going to be like the Northern region, Sharia North, when Bokwari was your president. Well, if that was part of their calculation, I think they're about to find out the reality too. Now, why am I telling you this? Is that I remember very well. Okay? Apart from the obedience that continue to say wherever Obi goes, they will go. When you talk about established organizations, political regional sort of associations like Organize, they will not even touch Peter Obi with the longest pole. They will not want to be seen with him. The Igbo elite from Eastern Nigeria, they were distancing themselves from him. He said it himself, that a majority of them who were his friends, they have been avoiding him because they did not want to be seen with him so that their businesses will not suffer. While this was going, meanwhile, up north, we saw those who came together to continue to continue to stand for Obi this, Obi that. Those people, so many of them, they have personal injuries, scars to show for them, for daring to even mention Obi in the north. While in Yoruba land, Peter Obi's project can actually be called Yoruba Project. You all saw what happened and played out. When Afenifere got splitted by this Thiefnubu because they will never follow him. Abi, we all witnessed that. And now today, do not act surprised that that region that would have conveniently, comfortably, resoundly rejected Thiefnubu, if not for the manipulation of your Yakubu and all these Olori Buruku Yoruba governors who opened their eyes And they set us up for this, for their personal and selfish rewards. Now, when you see that people are about to show the rest of you in Nigeria, okay, that Thiefnubu was never, ever, if election is truly held, would never be the choice of the real Yorubas, except for the Agbero, which later showed that apart from their noise and violence, they do not even have any number to actually elect anybody. We all saw what happened though. So yeah, that won't stop a lot of you who are still going to throw jibes at the Yorubas. Okay? But one thing is this: facts can't be erased. We all saw what happened. Okay? Now today, in Ibadan, where Solo Makinde, the G-string governor for Thiefnubu, did all he could to ensure that this calamity happened to you. So the whole wahala this morning started from Ibadan. And it's not just about hunger. It is also about insecurity. Those who are smart enough are already seeing the sign on the wall. Those of you who are still kind of, unsure, ABOT really grip your household there. That means hunger never grip your household yet. Wait. This particular misgovernance, bad government, clueless government, the consequences of it is very democratic, more democratic than the Nigeria demonstration of crazy system you are practicing. Everybody go collect. So this morning, Ibadan people were like, hey, you don't do, since they don't the slim fit cement right now in Nigeria, everything is at risk. It is like Nigeria has no government. Let me not lie to you. You have no government or like anybody in charge, except for those who are raising memos, billions and billions, just to empty your treasury whenever they get the alert that some money is coming to Nigeria. It is not even on autopilot. You are actually like crashing as a whole country. Everything is going haywire. There are other things I will say in the course of this program tonight. Would you like to come to Ibadan with me? I have collections of clips of what happened in Ibadan today. Yeah? Let's take a walk. I mean, I said they are now slim fitting, what do you call that thing again? Concrete blocks, right? Take a look.
See block with the mode. But see where smelt got there. See the one with the mode now. See the one with the mode now. Tinubu, I beg, would they beg you? I beg. Don't go to I beg. Sure? See block with the mode before. Now the tea don't shake, smell don't go up. Then the manager now, see how. See.
You see that? They are compromising standard. These are the signs of a collapsing country. Nigeria is about to go extinct. And I'm talking about Nigeria is about to make the world news. Because you will react. Orole is no longer about the north or the south or the west. You see those ones who are trying to speak for you. Those ones who are warning Thiefnubu, they themselves will collect in what is actually loading. Take a look.
Swallow 200 naira. Government Tinubu, President Tinubu, Sherry swallow 200 naira. Ewan pe bi pa gbogbo wa báyìí. Rí ẹran fi sórí orí ẹ̀fọ́ mọ́ báyìí. President Tinubu, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Shetiri swallow 200 naira lele pounded yam. Ṣé bá ṣe máa ṣe lele?
Thank you, Jerry Baba. It affects everybody, even in London. However, like I said, when they were not slim-fitting, blocks, houses were collapsing in Nigeria. People were dying, and they were sweeping all of that under the carpet. Nobody has been punished for buildings collapsing and collapsing in Nigeria. Now that they have started slim fitting block, well, however, from the streets, what led to what made people to say, like they won't kill us now, this is no longer normal. I'll share this with you. You know, when you watch this clip, okay, it's in Yoruba, okay, I'll come back and interpret, or people should help me in the comment section, okay? Please help me if you understand Yoruba, right? Help me interpret what you are going to watch now. But if you are very much interested in following content like this, you can go on YouTube, you can go on I think TikTok, Instagram and all that, okay? Go and look for Sugar Link 1. Write it down. Sugar Link 1. Now search for that. You will see loads and loads and loads of endless complaints, tears, curses since this Thiefnubu came in. Here is one of them, which is so recent. And check if the prices mentioned in this video have not changed already. Food stuff.
1,000 yen. Gbogbo nǹkan báyìí ló ń wé bí ń pa wá. Ẹ̀wà hó 120 ní ìlàjì tí mo lọ rà ní 50. Gààrí rèé o, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà. Ẹni méjì rè kú ní ìsàlẹ̀ ọjà lánàá. Gbogbo ti wà dé rèé o, ẹjẹ́ bá wa bẹ̀ wọ́n. Ẹ bá wa rọ̀ wọ́n, kọ́ torí Ọlọ́run. 700 là ń rà, nísìnyí ó ti di 2005. Nǹkan tí ò ń ṣe nǹkan jíjẹ o.
Tẹ́lẹ̀ 1,000 là ń rà. Nísìnyí ó ti di 5,000, 6,000.
Ẹja ti wọ́n jù o, ara ju 8,000 lọ tẹ́lẹ̀ o, ó ti di 30,000, sandini 120, padi sandini 120 o, pote 50,000. Tí o bá ṣe pọ̀ jù lẹ́ o, gbèsè pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ gbowó ìjọba yà á rí ìdápadà o.
Gbogbo àwọn kíní kéékèèké táwọn ọmọ yẹn rà ní 20 naira kò sí mọ́ 60 naira 70 naira ni very soon 50 naira náà máa go out of the way àwa kù 100 naira so kò ní sí àtò lè fọmọ ẹ ní 50 naira lọ ra nǹkan jẹ mọ́. They should just try and help us. Kọ́ má jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn kan máa kú untimely death because àìmọ̀ èèyàn ní pressure ti wà lórí ẹ̀ tó bá ẹ̀wọ̀ ẹ̀yẹ́ kan náà nǹkan sì kò surprise fún wọn ó má dàbẹ́ ní pé kán grip ẹni.
Tábà gbé báàgì dání báyìí máa jágbá mọ́ra lọ́wọ́ níbi ń pa wọ́n so kọ́ máa wá òun ṣe sí o. Ó lè ju o. Tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ 25,000 là ń rata o, ata ti di 80,000 nísìnyí o, ata gan tí wọ́n ju ráìsì lọ báyìí o, ká máa fi 200,000 rata mẹ́ta ó ti pọ̀ ju o.
Ìjọba àná tàbí tí ló fi ráìsì sí o, ráìsì 70,000 ṣàánú wa o. Gbogbo ẹni rẹ̀ kẹwàá rẹ̀ papọ̀, kọ́ ṣàánú wa o, ebi ń pa wá ní Nàìjíríà o.
Ó kan kókó, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, torí pé kí ni 200 naira la ń ra ìgbàdo. Nísìn 1,000 naira ní ike ìgbàdo nísìn. Àwọn ẹlẹ́rọ náà dẹ̀kẹ̀ ní tábánà máa jáke márùn-ún nísìn 2,000 naira lọ gbà lọ́wọ́ wa o.
Bàbá mi ó ti di búlẹ̀búlẹ̀ irú àwa big boy tá a ṣe dáadáa báyìí wo olùṣẹ́ tá a ṣe. Alábàárù ẹ wò mò ń da lẹ́nu ẹ wò ìyá ń jẹ mí mèwà ó ti di búlẹ̀búlẹ̀ owó tí máa tún rí gan oúnjẹ mo fi ń jẹ tán. Ṣé tí mo ṣe engineering ni mo kọ́ phone and laptop engineering. Ẹ ṣàánú wá Nàìjíríà o.
Ìyẹn lẹ́yìn ti le jù o. Titus tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ wá so ní. Bàbá mi ó ti di 1,200 Titus ẹyọ kan spaghetti and ran 50 naira ó ti di ẹyọ kan 700 naira Indomie 50 naira tọmọdé jẹ méjì wàsó ẹyọ kan ẹ ní ìsìn 150 ní ọmọ ní ìsìn ó lè jẹ bọ́tà lórí búrẹ́dì mọ́ o 70 naira ní tẹ́lẹ̀ ó ti di 1,400 iyọ̀ rẹ̀ 200 naira tẹ́lẹ̀ ó di 400 naira sẹ́mu 120 ẹyọ kan ti di 700 naira kékeré yìí ọmọ ológun yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ ọ̀dọ̀ ni wọ́n ń tà náà ní sotiri 1,000 naira náà eléyìí.
Mo rajà níjẹta ìgbó máa rí njọ́ kejì mo fi iye kan tà ìgbà tí màá rà míì mo fi times iye tí mo rà mo fi rà more than times 2 so báwo ni àwọn tá ń tajà báwo ṣe máa cope kò sí cope ṣé bá wo inú ọ̀dẹ́ rí pé ọjọ́ òkú kí ló bàtà ọjọ́ òkú kò sí ẹ̀yàn tó ń wọlé sọ́jà.
Titus pali kan à ń rà ní 110 ìgbà COVID-19 àrà Titus ní 20,000 naira ìgbà tí mo fẹ́ padà lọlé lánàá 1,000 naira ló kù lọ́wọ́ mi àwọn ọmọ mi dẹ̀ ń lọ skul àárọ̀ yìí mo ní mi rò pé ẹ máa lọ sí skul lónìí ṣùgbọ́n ọmọ ẹ ló kàn pé àmọ́ mi a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ test mo kàn dẹ̀ tún wò pé kò sí nǹkan tá a máa ṣe ẹ wo eléyìí ti sú wa ó sú wa in fact tó bá yàgò àwọn obìnrin a máa wá nǹkan ṣe
Ẹ̀dì ọ̀pẹ́ ìbáyé ṣó níye tá à ń ṣe ìtàkùn náà tí wọ́n ẹ̀dì ẹ̀ ṣàánú wa ìgbà tí ìyá mi máa fún mi ló ti máa fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ yìí ó níye tí ìyá mi fún mi o ẹ̀rọ máa ṣàlẹ̀ à ń ṣe ń 2,500 tẹ́lẹ̀ ní ìṣàgbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ń 2,500 o a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣàlẹ̀ o tá gbọ́dọ̀ gbádùn ara wa nù ilé yẹn náà ṣe kókó ẹ̀rí nígbà kan tẹ́lẹ̀ ká bá fi owó tá fi ń ra mẹ́rin márùn-ún la fi ń ra ẹyọkọ̀ ṣo ní ìsìn. ẹyin di ẹtọ́ di ẹyin dáadáa ní múrí márùn-ún ní ìsìn 300 naira ẹni tó wà nílà kò lè bú lọ.
epo yegun lásán wà fẹ́ tẹ everything epo ó wà fẹ́ tẹ gidigidi gan abẹni tó ti kúrò láti ẹbẹ̀ lọ sóńdó state lọ ra ọjà bọ́ọ̀sì ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ kan pẹ̀lú owó mọ́tò is 100,000 naira gókàn mú 100,000 lówó mọ́tò. bàbá wa dé ṣe mórí ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ yẹn náà la máa ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí.
gbogbo ẹ̀rọ táǹtà ní 30,000 tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ó ti ní 45 àtọwọ́ mọ́tò àti gbogbo ẹ̀ kí ló dé ààrẹ ní kọ̀ọ̀kan gàrí 1,000 naira ààrẹ ní kọ̀ọ̀kan bí paráàlú ló ra ìsìn gbogbo ẹ̀ epo gbogbo ẹ̀ lò wọ́n kọ́ ṣàdúrà o.
gàrí 1,000 naira ẹ̀wà 25 kí ló dé ìyá ẹ̀pọ̀ jẹ́ bí òòrùn ọdún gbé àdé oúnjẹ jẹ mọ́tò gan kò ṣe rọ àdìta kọ́kọ́ kí ló dé ẹjọ́ torí ọlọ́run ìyá ìsìnkọ̀ ju o.
ẹ̀rọ tó ń tà ní 15,000 ó ti di 35,000 ẹ̀rọ 40,000 nílé ìyẹ̀wò rẹ̀ kòǹkòló. ṣé lè tó ìkélé rẹ̀ ká.
ẹ jẹ́ ṣàánú wa o ẹ jọ mẹ́ẹ̀kíyàn wọ̀lú o ẹ má kọ́ ọmọ wádùn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ẹ ṣàánú o.
kò sí nǹkan tí a fi ní àǹfààní lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí kò síná fún wa kò sómi kò sí gbogbo nǹkan Ọlọ́run ní fi ìnira bá wọn jà o ọjọ́ o.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni ṣe wá jẹ́ valentines balẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe.
1,000.
Valike. Anyway, I think the video is a bit self-explanatory. At least you are hearing the prices of foodstuff, and you are hearing the ridiculous astronomical changes to some of them. Buying a salt for 70 naira to 400 naira. Spaghetti from 50 naira to 700 naira. Those are ridiculous, and they keep going up. I don't think that's the present prices now. I heard the breaking news that Thiefnubu's government has met with the cement manufacturers to slash their prices. Is he going to tell you how much he's giving to them to subsidize them? Abi you just told them, you're going to reduce your price. And those ones just turn around and say, yeah, we are reducing prices. Is that what you think it is, right? Another lamba. Here you get. People won't chop. They cannot feed. Every one of them in that video lamented that starvation is everywhere. And that was Egba, not Ibadan. Now let's go to Ibadan. Those are not doing interview. They were on the streets. And something that looks funny enough is that in this Ibadan protest, I think it is the guy that that's going to speak now, okay? He said he's a Thiefnubu supporter. Abobakus. Now, as an Abobakus, he is now calling on all of you all over Nigeria. He is calling on all of us in the diaspora to please join them and beg Thiefnubu not to kill them. I was like, hold on. Like, hold up, only there. Be careful, bro. Be careful when you are using that word we. We must be careful. As Abobakus, be very careful. Listen to him and others from Ibadan.
Everything comes from right. They will get their opinions. And they cannot say because we are out today, we must not allow every other Nigerians to exercise their constitutional duty. Section 39 and 40 empowers every Nigerian to organize a peaceful assembly and to speak about the economic hardship. On this note, this is not today's own. We are starting, this is just a start. It's a continuous action. Expect protest from any angle. It must not be me. It can be you. It is everybody, because the problem does not only affect only me, neither it affects everyone. So on this note, every Nigerian, whether up and abroad, anywhere you find yourself, if you have the capacity, organize, we will be here for you. If anybody stop you, we will come for your rescue. It is a duty in which we are signing for, and we must collectively fight for our liberation. Enough of this hike in our cost of living. No, we cannot afford to eat. It is
Àṣebí tí lọ́gbọ́n orí ẹ, ìwọ tí àròpò gbọ́n. So those young people were singing that. So Thiefnubu's brain is just as tiny, like a micro tiny brain. And they actually thought he's sensible. That's what the song is. Like he has forgotten all of his promises every time then. All those promises have now been cancelled. APC, Egbekegbe, all promises cancelled. Al-Qaeda People's Congress, Apààyàn People's Congress, APC, Egbekegbe. So those young people felt like person where they talk like this, must have brain. Let's start with this. So because of that song, the first one, tell me if this make any sense to you. They are all flashback to the man before the election. Sure you get. And probably this was how some of them felt like, this man must be so brainy. Tinubu is so intelligent. When you watch something like this.
And we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and the other thing. Take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, àgbàdo, corn in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand as consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps. We create our food. That's money for the farmers. That's consumption for the soldiers and skill development.
All classes, you know what they call F level? When you get failure in all the subjects that you take. F9, F8, F9, F8, FF. If we lend ourselves to innovation, we can create wonders. Yeah, it's a successful again, a town hall, different from Blue Bulaba. That transmission line is a super highway. For generated electricity and power.
They could not even make a down payment for a roasted corn. I don't want to sit here and reveal all my strategy. I am the first speaker among the three of us running. So they will spy on me. So you will have a limited answer here today. Another day you can bring me back. But that's part of what.
Fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning.
Just a reminder, that was the smart, intelligent, Kolu, we get eyes, for intelligent people. You can't appoint intelligent people. Hunger won't kill everybody. But now when you both some they talk, you see that guy where they speaking grammar and all of that. Women just go out there and they started shouting, Tinubu Ole, Tinubu Ole. Watch this. Ole, Oloribu, Ole, Tinubu, Ole, APC, Ole. Do you need an interpreter? Just so you know that the worst fear of your criminal leaders is to see the real poor people on the streets. You will see them on the street soon. Now, hunger, they push them. Around that time, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Now, one single mistake they will make, they will shoot one of them in their usual braggadocio way. Okay? So they will shoot them, kill one. Now that one go come bring the second batch. All of now way they a little bit educated. Then that one will now bring another third batch. That moment the hour is here, ladies and gentlemen. It is here. One single mistake, just one, is what is needed to ignite. Well, what some of us don't probably know what is going to end. Now, let me tell you what they are going to do in these coming days. You are going to see them struggle to turn this into Igbo versus Yoruba as usual, but it's not going to work. Okay? Maybe this should be a little bit of a heads up for all of you. If you are Igbo, if you are Yoruba, and if you are from Nigeria watching me right now, the moment you begin to see posts in this hard time that begin to target Igbos or suddenly target Yorubas, do not think some Igbos or Yorubas, they are the Lagos Abobakus behind it. That is the modus operandi of Thiefnubu. Divide and rule that way, the horrible one, which can lead to like possibly civil war. They will like that. Do not entertain them. So if once that one failed, then they will now mobilize some people who are going to say, everybody that is complaining about hunger, they were being sponsored. Thiefnubu is doing his best. Those ones are the ones they will pay. Do you understand? Those ones that will be doing ataka. Ataka. Tinubu for president. Ataka. Those are the ones. Do you get that now? They will now stage another counter protest, but that too will fail. Are you writing them down? That too will fail. Then they will now begin to threaten everybody. Okay? You begin to see people on your TV. Some of the Thiefnubu's appointees and not appointees, right? You will begin to see them on your TV, on your radio. They will begin to threaten the media and you, the people. Let us all not try to cause war in this country. Do not let anybody try to use you to bring chaos to this. Call your children, call your this, and they will begin to threaten you. Around that time, the Gbedu don't they enter body be that. Because the situation in Nigeria right now, the projection about Nigeria right now, it no look good. Citizens are panicking. Government is panicking. At the end of the day, it go take one single bagam and boom. Because some of you may not even understand how deep this is, Abi. Now listen to this.
We are maintaining one road. All the security teams, the security committee, please make your people while we call you now. So the driver, nobody will drive, please. We are there.
We are hungry in this Nigeria. The hunger is too much. We cannot afford it again. We can't afford it again. Even though my children are hungry, even me too. To feed my family is very dangerous. It's very hard. And in some houses, it's woman that is taking care of the family. You will take care of your husband since you have married him. And there's no money, there's nothing you can do. You will feed that man and the children. But to do that one is very difficult, very hard. You don't know what to do again. You don't know what to do again.
So how do you see the protest?
I love it, so it should be continued until government finds solution to it.
Hi, my name is Eniola, popularly known as Diamond. I've been working with this hospital since last year, and I don't know why. I got to the hospital and he told me to leave. He told me to leave without paying my salary. I have called him severally. I called and called and called. He did not pick my calls. And I sent a text message. I can show you the text message I sent. I sent a text message. Yes, he did not reply my salary. He did not reply my messages. And he kept telling people that he's not going to pay me. That's one reason why I came here. Initially, I didn't want to say anything about it. I was waiting like he will pay me later. But he kept telling people that he's not going to pay me. He's not going to pay me at all. The salary is seeking him money. It's 30,000 naira that he's not paying me. And please, Governor President Tinubu, please help us stop this hardship. Please, for God's sake, there's no money to buy 100,000 naira bag of rice. We cannot go to the market to spend 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 naira to buy food stuff. It's just chicken that you bring home. Please help us, so let the name of God. And please, I'm here again. We should pay me. Please pay our voice, find a solution to this thing, a permanent solution to this thing, and find the name of God. Find a permanent solution to this thing. And help me to please, if there's anybody that knows this doctor is okay. He insists that he's not going to pay me. If there's anybody that knows him, please.
Ó yẹ ká bínú, gàrí wọn, ráìsì wọn, ebi ń pa mẹ̀kúnnù ó yẹ kán bínú. Simply translated or loosely translated as, people have right to be angry. We have right to be angry. We have right to be angry. Gàrí is expensive. Rice is expensive. The poor are hungry. We have right to be hungry. An hungry man is an angry man. Now, let me tell you something that you're about to witness in Nigeria. Okay? It is something that is going to be bigger than the NSAS. It is the baptisma of fire. I'm not saying it's going to be strong enough to get this entire corrupt system to collapse. I would love to see that. But you are about to see the early baptisma of fire of the regional champion, Thiefnubu, the Jaga banditi, the Jaga addicti, the aṣíwájú àwọn olè, aṣíwájú àwọn agbèrò, aṣíwájú àwọn atọ́lé. Because you know something, even in northern Nigeria, where a lot of people are saying they won't, they should not come and protest. Is Aramo, the hell is about to let loose. Oya Kosile, write it down. But there's something I want you to listen to. I intend to put it in the middle of the convo. It is these two old men. The first one, who is just to kind of remind everybody. Now, listen to this. If you are watching this video as a non-Nigerian, right, it is either you just stumble on this video on YouTube that has so many people watching. What are they talking about? Or maybe you are an African, or you have Africans as friends or Nigerians as partners of friends, okay? Now, if you are that type of people, right, none of this is going to be new to you. None of this, okay? And as a non-Nigerian that you might be, my accent and some of the languages are kind of infused into this convo might be so more like strange, right? But Nigeria is on fire. The rest of Africa is about to witness something that is going to vibrate. However, the government that is about to face that also probably believes it's not going to happen, okay? But you see, when you take a look at something like this, then you will understand what we have been showing since. This is the state of Nigeria right now, especially in the area of the economy, what the Naira has become. As Nigeria Naira become trashy, the criminal politicians in Nigeria continue to budget trillions of Nigeria money, borrowed money, by the way. I mean loan. Who take loans to buy cars in a country that is that has been in recession for God knows since when? A country suffering hyperinflation, highest unemployment population. I mean, it is the country with the highest number of unemployed people in the world. Are you following? It is also the country with the highest number of the poorest people in the world. But guess what? The criminals in charge of the country are telling the people to endure, give them time. And while they continue to take loans that they are using for their own luxury. Do you understand? And while they are taking those loans, the real sectors in the country are dying. No light, no work, no this and that, right? And I'm talking about dying at an alarming rate, okay? For the past 4 years, the country has never cultivated any adequate food that could actually feed the people, talk less of reserving some in the last 4 years. So the country is about to be hit by real food crisis. All these ones are just samples. So you get that. Why these rogues were taking all these loans, the conditions they were being given were to go and devalue their currency. The source of, supposedly, the source of forex, foreign exchange for Nigeria is the crude oil. The last 8 years, I've seen Nigeria earn nearly zero from that crude oil in the last 8 years. All the money, well, the crude oil was stolen. And the money ended in private pockets. And those who did that, they are those in government. So the country is so broke that the country's currency is so trashy that people, not that people can't even, not that there is no food, but it has gotten to a stage whereby the money has become so worthless that it could barely buy you anything. Their salary remained the same, minimum wage. Do you want to know what that is? In pound sterling, Nigeria minimum wage is just about 15 pounds and maybe $20. That is Nigeria minimum wage a month, right? What is the minimum wage of a Nigerian lawmaker in Abuja? Could you please help me do a conversion of what 50 million naira is in a month? I mean, in dollars. Help me whatever that is, right? Probably 10,000, 20,000, 25,000 pounds, or $30,000, Sabi. That is the average of what a lawmaker in Nigeria make. And you know something? The governors are even like murderers. Okay? The governors from the 36 states who are superintending on the real population, who are the poor population. Are you with me? They have it authoritatively by law to remove any amount they find kind of deem fit as security vote so that they can provide and ensure security of lives and properties in their states. None of them ever miss that money. They deduct it from their allocation to their states before they look into education, healthcare, and other sectors. Now, you see this segmented rigging system that is in place in Nigeria has finally crumbled their currency. And if you don't understand what that means in context, as a non-Nigerian, take a look at this video.
This is £1, and it's equivalent to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa! God, I beg.
Do you understand that? Yes. That is £1 sterling. And then you have to count 2,000 naira minimum. Is more than that, by the way. And you want me to show you that video again? There's something you have to see. You see that 200 naira? That used to be the official, less than that. You know that 10 papers, that 10 money they put in down there? 8 years ago, just one of them was the official exchange rate to that £1, that coin. One of them, maybe 200, less than one of them, was the exchange rate, official exchange rate for pound sterling. As of 2015, was 176 naira to £1, 155 naira to $1. Official. Today in Nigeria, this is what these guys have done.
This is £1, and it's equivalent to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa!
So, if you don't understand what that means in context, Nigeria is also import-dependent country, which means for you to run a business in Nigeria, you have to have a connection to somebody who knows somebody that brings in those things into Nigeria. Therefore, those who are bringing them to Nigeria would need to procure forex before they could actually bring those things into Nigeria. Now imagine that difference in their businesses. 1/10 of the value of what it used to be. They are now paying the full 10 over 10, over 2,000 naira. Who do you think is going to bear the cost? Of course, the people. Who believes that the criminals whose career, throughout their careers, they've been kleptomaniacs, they've been thieves. These guys, because Nigeria is a lawless country, they have been protected. I mean, lawbreakers are making laws. Criminals are executing the laws because they now put themselves over the law. Nigeria is a good example of, I know African countries who have the similar thing, don't get me wrong. But if you are looking for a country with the textbook, definition of dysfunctionality, in a way, Nigeria fits in so perfectly well. Countries that are so good in building powerful men instead of powerful institutions. At the end of the day, all of these are catching up with everyone. Okay? Seyi Tinubu came out and he said, let me read this out from Seyi. Seyi said, there is no joy in seeing the people of this nation shoulder burdens that should have been shed years ago. I wish today's difficulties did not exist, but we must endure if we are to reach the good side of our future. Oh, Lagbara. They said Thiefnubu is daddy said that. And this is Seyi that every one of us knows has no real job except for the shop that his father opened for him, the tax collection business from those who are advertising in Lagos. Seyi wears a very expensive wristwatch. He has no real job, by the way, but he's a son of Emilokan. Now, Richard Mai Red, the red brand is put at between $210,000 to $2.578 million. Now, you see, this guy believes that there is other side in the future. Those who are already so convenient and used to free money, public money, stolen money. This guy has a 10 million pound sterling worth of a house in London. I mean, come on. This guy has no real job. I can't even just suddenly go and buy a 10 million pound sterling house. I can't bring in 1 million pounds and just go. This guy has no business in the UK. Of course, he's partly British, by the way, in case if you don't know. So he's British. So whatever they are doing to you in Nigeria, once they are done, they have places to go to. I hope you remember that, right? Now, a lot of people have been cursing him. We'll come back to that. How many of you remember this old man that told all of you during the NSAS protest and even during your obedient movement that said, if you really want to take power from these people, you must be ready to go bloody with them. You must go toe-to-toe with them. There is no gentleman with these criminals. And all he predicted happened. I use that one, take a step down a bit, and then we will continue to part 2.
I am Dr. Charles Apoki. I want to ask a question. Nigerians, how market now? During the elections, I did a video, why hate the Igbos in their own country, and hell was let loose. A lot of people attacked me. Now, Peter Obi was an option, but others decided to choose otherwise. I have a neighbor near me here. When I told him, who would you vote for? He said, how will I vote for an Igbo man when my brother is contesting? Ironically, his wife is an Igbo woman. Recently, I saw him. He was looking tattered. I asked him, how market now? There's a problem in this country. The poor that you want to fight for, they are the ones who hate you and fight you. They suffer from what is called Stockholm Syndrome, where they fall in love with those who kidnap them and rape them. Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York, rightly said during COVID, say when things go bad, the poor pay the highest price. But the problem I have with Nigeria, the poor don't know how to make the right choices. The poor are the enemies of their own progress. I want to ask a simple question. Those thugs that were throwing away ballot boxes, that were carrying ballot boxes to run in Lagos, how market now? How transport fare? How cement price? How price of food? Una don dey hungry? Una don dey get small sense? I want to ask another set of people. Those of you in the north who said that instead of an Igbo man to rule, you are ready to go to war. Those your leaders who made such stupid statements, where are they? They have left you. Some of them have traveled overseas. And you are here burning Nigerian flag. You are just wasting your energy. You are protesting. You are wasting your energy. Tinubu is going to be president for 8 years. 8 years, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Tinubu is the pepper soup we all cooked. We will drink of it. Particularly those of you who form the lower class. Because you were the instruments that were used to rig. Okay, youth copper in NYSC member in Kogi State that was collaborating with a policeman to rig elections. How market now? You don't get work? Are you employed? What about those of you in some polling stations in Lagos that were thumbprinting? How market? The money they gave to you, the 30,000 they gave to you, has it not finished? Can it buy garri? Can it buy rice? How market? Those of you in Rivers State who joined to falsify the elections and rig and cancel cancelled votes in favor of somebody who did not win elections. How market now? Are you buying petrol different? Are you buying bread at a different price? Peter Obi said that they don't sell bread differently for Muslims, for Christians, in church or in the mosque. What of the fake bishops? Fake bishop. Fake bishop, how now? That your collar will soon fall from your neck. Go fall. How market? The money they gave to you is finished. What about CAN chairman that recently went to, is it CAN chairman? No. CAN representative, you went there. You came out and you were talking nonsense. How market now? Your offering will soon reduce. How market? How are you buying cement? You will find it difficult to pay your workers. How much are you buying diesel? Oh, you think you will use our offering to go for pilgrimage? I hear you. Or go to Rome for treatment. What about those who were supporting evil? How market now? You fall sick, you will remain in Nigeria. The people you supported, when they fall sick, they will go overseas. What about the Agberos? Those Agberos that were being utilized to traumatize people in Lagos. How market? How market? How market? What of the people in the east that fought against the emergence of Peter Obi? How market? But let me quickly say this. I did that video. Why do you hate the Igbos in their own country? Because somebody's mother was Igbo, you said they should not vote for him. I respect people like Obasanjo, Bode George, Faturum, Barrister Faturum B. I don't know, I can't pronounce his name well. All different tribes, Aisha Yusuf, different people from the north, from the south, from the west, from the east. It was a choice between good and evil. It was a choice between progress and retrogression. Can't you see the Labour Party, they have brought out how much they spent in their election? I voted for APC, for House of Representatives. I voted for Labour Party governorship. I voted for PDP, one other elections. So I voted for different parties. I'm non-partisan. But I selected people that I knew I could, that they could come out tops. So, that could perform. I made mistakes in some places. The governor we voted for here in Delta State is doing well. He's doing well. So, but your choice is your choice. And we have made a choice. Let us settle down with this choice and harvest whatever we have planted. I made a post. Why do you hate Igbos in their own country? People traumatize me, attack me, abuse me. Usually I don't care. I didn't answer any of those posts. But let me ask you a question. The Igbo man will be the last man to suffer the consequences of economic hardship. If the price of dollar goes very high, he will import things. He will transfer the cost to you who is buying from him. He will transfer the cost. If the cost of diesel goes up, you go to buy things from Nnewi, from Onitsha that he produces. He will transfer the cost to you. He is running businesses all over the country. He will transfer the cost to you. Most of those of you who are religionists, regionalists, tribalists, partisan, what will I call you? Partisan Mongols. You don't have anything in your economy. In terms of tribe, you don't have anything. Most of the economy of Lagos is owned by outsiders. The economy in several states outside the eastern states is owned by different tribes, different nationalities. You will suffer. You've made the wrong choice. Bear the pain. Don't go into the streets. These men will come after you. After some time. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. Because all the ones Kokori did, he died in the hospital in Nigeria. No person carried him overseas. I'm not going to fight the fight of the poor man. No, he is his greatest enemy. And so, next time you have the chance to choose rightly. Poverty has no religion. Poverty has no tribe. Poverty has no region. In fact, the poorest regions support corruption most in this country. You see your shame? Somebody, they forged his signature, he didn't even know. You see your shame? Okay, continue. On this mandate, we shall stand. He who laughs last.
In the time of poverty like this, the economic principle of Yusuf is what everybody should apply in his own lives. Eat little, save more. You don't know what is happening. Kese la nri lowo, makasakasa timbo. $1 was just 800 naira or thereabout a couple of months ago. Now $1 is over 1,000 naira. How much will it go? Nobody knows. Tori to nse falafulu. Ogba salary kilawa. Igberaga week. All bera recently like. Eat little and save more. Aye ta nje chicken kola wayi ma. Aye shawama koma. Aye ice cream ko. Mugari. Jekpama. Bagbe ta doctor sọ pé kò ní nutritional value. Kí ló fẹ́ nutritional value pẹ̀lú kíni? Jekpama. Mugari. Orí ẹja. Wallahi kò rẹ́rìn. Bọ́ọ̀bá lọ ṣe falafolo pẹ̀lú owó ìyà ó jẹ ọba kẹ́. This is the time to save more. Kálukú ló mọ tí ń san lówó school àwọn ọmọ nísìn. I started by paying 25,000 naira per term 2 years ago. Last year, 50,000. Wallahi, this year is 100,000 per child. Now, imagine having 4 kids going to school and I have to pay over 1.2 million naira in a year. Divide my salary in a year by 2. How much will remain? Gas is in Benley. Pampers in Benley. Emino so my boy yin ra fila yin ra so. Mbo ni ka fi gbogbo yin si Ibadan law. So this is the time to apply the basic principle of economics of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam.
The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there's not.
Chai! Wow.
It's not funny, Sha. I don't know, like, since all of you are laughing. So, you know that sometimes laugh can be very contagious, right? You know, somebody will just laugh and everybody will just start laughing. But the situation is not funny. The situation of Nigeria today calls for you to save more. But the problem now is that you can't even save. The situation is that people are living from hand to mouth. And right now, when they put their hand in the mouth, there's nothing inside the mouth again. People can't they shoot their fingers. You are not sure if they are using that to sort of quench the hunger, or they are biting their fingers in regret that how did we get here? You remember this old man?
Everywhere is a gun.
I'm laughing.
And
I'm celebrating.
What is your stake?
I'm laughing. I'm dancing.
You mean dancing at?
Yes, I'm celebrating.
Why Nigerians are money?
I told you. I told most of you here, he has nothing to offer you. Emilokan, you are running around with the cap. Where is the cap now? Only the truthful man in Yoruba land. Are you getting me? This only man who speaks the truth in Yoruba land. Where
Where is the cap now? Where are those musicians? Where are those pastors? Where are those imams? You invite them to go and do naming ceremony. When they get there, the first thing they will tell you, where are they now? One thing with me is that I don't fight destiny. Do you know why? Because there is no war wrestling champion. You have never seen a war wrestling champion that has defeated destiny. So either in evil or either in good. Tinubu's destiny with evil is there. I'm not going to challenge it. Even if I say no to him, he's there. But the policy of the country, Nigerians, I keep saying it here and there and there. Why are these sectors that we kept on ground doing nothing for us? How many of us can even boast, can still remember that we have something called National Orientation Agency?
Honestly, they are not in place.
What are they supposed to be? They should be able to orientate us from the grassroots to know the policy of government. My brother, Nigerians are monkeys who are holding bread that have water. No be food though. Nigerians, including me, we are monkeys that hold bread with butter. Are you getting me? No be in food. You were a human being. You hold banana. We do already rotty. No be your food.
That is very strong.
Monkey is holding what is not his own food. A human being is holding what is not his own food. The only thing you can do is to give monkey that banana. And the monkey will do what? He will drop the bread.
Are you sure that the monkey will spread the bread? Even though he might not eat it.
No, you hold the bread. He's dropping the bread. The human being that holds that rotten bread or rotten banana is giving the monkey. The monkey will do what? He will drop the bread. And what is going to happen? You are going to eat what belongs to you. And he is going to eat what belongs to him. Let me ask you. I stated it here. When Mr. President was telling you, great Nigerian youth, those are great Nigerian youth, those are Nigerian youth. It is not your time, Emilokan. Your time is still coming. But you carry you along in the government. Check the ministers, how many youth is among them?
Exactly.
The only youth that is there, they substituted with her dad, who was supposed to be there, who is age.
Glorify your name to the core. Owner of the day, owner of the beginning and the head. I glorify your name to the God, Father of the glory. There is nobody that can share the glory with you. You are beginning of the glory, you are everlasting. No, you are glorify your name to the God.
The core. I know it's not funny again. I keep saying that to myself, but I keep laughing as well, right? Let's go back to the streets. I just wanted you to, they're like some flashbacks to remind everybody what it was and what you had and how you believe that if today you come out, they deceived us. Everybody knows what they are doing. Everybody know what they do. Now we no go see people who vote Thiefnubu. Mama, chef the Thiefnubu. Hero. And I love what I have been hearing too. I'm not a bad person, but this is the same place I was when I was kind of speaking, just same way I'm talking right now. I've been like that for years. And just like Dr. Charles said, the victims of these criminals, they have been those who have formed clique to attack me. on behalf of their criminal leaders. So now that the shame is shaming them, the hunger is not keeping them at home anymore. So don't see me as a bad person, okay? So let's go back to Abuja where people were there too, like, yeah, this is too much. And I actually empathize with some of them. Here in Abuja, they sing national anthem. Laughing each other. Peace and unity. Anyway, Sha, if like say for Abuja, no be the real poor people they protest for Abuja. These ones are like the children of maybe the last middle class. I don't know. I'm just saying, like those ones see they do. I mean, can you compare that with this one? Be honest, though. Eh? So do you see the two difference, right? When the poor people were there inside Abuja go come out, you will see them because they will come out. I promise you. Eh? You don't believe me, Abby? Yeah, that's fine. That's all right. You know? So these and many more from across Nigeria seems that something is cooking. And for those who remember how EndSARS started and escalated and got to what it was and the rest of that, they should begin to pay attention to Nigeria now. The economic hardship is still going to like a triple, quadruple, and the rest of that. Thiefnubu's criminal government, illegitimate government, is scrambling for just anything that they can hold on to or give back to you. I promise you, there is absolute no magic that Thiefnubu or his criminal gang can do to ameliorate your sufferings. I am saying that to you because I know nothing is happening right now. Now, if they have to kind of begin to call themselves and begin to sort of, do their normal knee-jerk fire brigade approach towards this, right? Then you probably would think, oh, it's going to probably bring succor. It's not bringing any succor. They will resort to threats, violence, and all of that. But we go see Shabuya hunger will win. Abi na threat, Thiefnubu's threat will win. Maybe na tribalism, religious fanaticism, and all of those things they have somehow reprogrammed some of user brains. We will see any of those percentile projectiles. They are like a bazooka bomb. Oh yeah, send this one, send that one. Make sure you stop them from advancing. Let's stop the advancement of all this idea of a protest or a right? But you see, when hunger day go. I'm talking about real hunger. I'm not talking about you will get money to watch me right now. Maybe you go really protest, Pastor. I'm not saying you won't. I mean, you can't. So you can. But you see, those of you who still get money to watch me from Nigeria. Maybe you go protest. Some of you go out to go and record the real people. The real poor one that will come out. And that will be the first time you are going to see that in a very long time. It's going to be different from EndSARS. And just one thing is this. It's going to end in chaos. But again, we are going to be here. So that doesn't mean, it doesn't, I mean, we don't want it to start looking like, oh, is that what you want? It's not what we want. It's not what you want that is happening. It is the consequences of what these criminals want. That some of you, kind of ignorantly believe what they want is what you, what you want is what they want. Now, what they are getting what they want. Absolutely. Nigeria is working fine for them. You understand? You that is not getting what you thought they meant, when you believe them ignorantly, you are about to find out. And when you find out, my brothers and sisters, may not be like say they wish I'm on you. Now that consequences could lead every one of you to the streets. Tomorrow is another day. There is going to be a protest in your area. Just watch out. I don't care where you are from or where you are right now watching me. Pay attention very well. You see this insecurity, hunger, as well as poverty, uprising. I'm going to call it uprising in Nigeria is coming to the neighborhood near you. But when? Don't worry. I was on social media earlier and I saw this clown. In fact, he's a comedian. Sure you get now, Seyi Law, where he sent a message to Thiefnubu. I don't know if I should honor him with reading. I should just ignore that and leave this on the screen for those who might want to see it, right? So, Kolu is receiving open letter from Seyi Law, comedian, the guy that joined others to blacklist and then profiled Igbos in Yoruba land, especially in Lagos. Those who urge all of their mobs to attack Igbos and Igbo voters, residents of Lagos, and their businesses. These are the criminal characters who also encourage that the politician, the APC, Egbekegbe in Lagos, they must do everything to destroy the Igbos economically and structurally. Make sure that we do everything to make sure that they never have the audacity to challenge us again. Igbo never challenge these rogues, yo. But Igbos were their easy punch during the time when they have nothing to show for the job they are asking everybody to give back to them. So they resorted into ethnic and all that. So this Olori Buruku Seyi Law is now writing open letter that is laced with just like, the mindset of an ever chop, Abina. I won't kind of honor him reading it. Let's leave that out of it. The situation is that, like I told you, some of them are moving their families out of Nigeria right now, or they have already moved them. The people in your government, everywhere in Nigeria right now, from the north to the south, from Middle Belt to the east, from Niger Delta to, what do you call it, is Seyi. Do you understand that all those criminals are panicking, but they are putting on brave look? We are working with the government. The president has said that they should release food. We are working. Now, I have asked this before, and I'm going to ask you again. I know that this is happening impromptu, like we said it's going to happen. It's just that it is happening earlier than we expected, you will say, Abi. And therefore, there is no real ideology behind it other than everybody is shouting, Ebim Pawao, we are hungry, our children are starving, and the rest of that. That is not going to get you anything. In the process, some are going to tell you that ask Thiefnubu to resign. Do not ask Thiefnubu to resign. Ask the entire criminal structure, federal, state, and the rest of them demand for their immediate resignation. You need to clean. Now, you see, something they will say is impossible. That then would then prepare you to say, if you are going to make such demand, you are not going on that street to be singing and dancing. Do you understand? Or else, this whole nonsense, 1 week or 2 weeks, everybody will go back to their hell hole and keep mute. I've seen that happen many times. But again, I'm just going to leave it out there. For those of you who are indeed more determined that we are actually yet to see you and what you are capable of doing. I know that a lot is going on right now, but there's something I will also say to you. Listen, Since you are all realizing now that there is no Messiah that is coming from abroad to come and fight for you, there is nobody that is coming back to come and lead you to go and fight those who are killing you slowly. A lot of you are discovering now that you would have to do it yourself. Now, you know something about us in the diaspora. I've seen it happen many times. The moment we begin to really see the momentum, the seriousness, your demands, your determination, your numbers, you can see reciprocatory gesture from us from this diaspora. You know how we do it. When they begin to target you, there are many of us here that will build enough ring around you. Doesn't mean that there won't be losses here and there, and so, right? Our supports are pretty much more logistics. So when you begin to make the wave, we are going to be part of it too. But if you are demanding, you need to give to reduce food, we need you to reduce to open border, you are not making demands. We will be watching. That's what we are doing right now, watching. Okay? Are they serious? Is this serious? Do they really mean it? No, just don't waste your time. I trust my people here. Everyone is interested. One of the reasons why Thiefnubu will fail is because majority of us in the diaspora, we are not happy with the situation in Nigeria. And we can see so clearly the people behind it. Why should we continue to help them by subsidizing the economy for them with our remittances? Now, Thiefnubu is about to understand that power that we actually wield, right? However, as some said, maybe now this hunger will unite everybody to actually face the real enemies, which is the system. It doesn't matter who is in charge. The system is built against us. The system is built to impoverish us. The system is built to kill us. The system is not built in our own interest. Do you understand? And because the system is never ours, it's never yours, it's never mine, it is totally imposed. We had no single say. So if now hunger go unite everybody to now break everything down, redecide it, if we want to be part of it any further or not. If now hunger go unite all of us home and abroad to face it, then we must make it very clear. We need clarity. And I promise you, this platform is one of the platforms that will give you that clarity in the coming days. Pay attention, right? Dr. Charles said, can I ask you something, by the way? We do have a lot of us in tonight for some reason. A lot of you came to the service tonight, and some of you are probably first timers, okay? Now, the fact that you have spent nearly 90 minutes with me tonight means that you probably love this. Now, it's going to be in two ways, okay? If this is your first time on Mayegun's Diary Political, you could do me that pleasure, right? That honor, and subscribe to my channel, at least tonight. And beyond. Now, mind you, if you are not really watching for the first time, or even if you are watching for the first time, you can also do me one single favor again, and just go under this video and like the broadcast. Just, like, and if you have actually liked it, don't do it again. Just once. One is enough. From what Dr. Charles said in his own epistle earlier, he was asking about the thugs, the political thugs that were used by these political criminals to snatch it, grab it, and run with it, only for them to discover that they cannot even operate it. Where are those thugs? Where are those people? Where are those affairs? Anyway, the thugs are still there, and they will still do what they do best, okay? Because they are part and parcel of this rotten system. They have a role there. It is like a constitutional role. It is unwritten. So in Edo State, they are planning to do an election. Like, Obaseki's time is coming to an end soon, right? So APC, Egbekegbe, conducted primaries. That's how they always start, okay? They'll pay people here, pay people there, do factions and all of that, begin fighting and there. At the end of the day, they will now get into that office only to what? Only to become liability on the people they are struggling and fighting and killing themselves just because they want to rule. When they now get into that position, they become so clueless. And you're like, Papa, you did so much. Oh. Papa, you know how many people they kill for you before you become governor? Haba, now you are governor. Oh yeah, change the lives of the people. No, it is now rocket science. Government is not easy. All of you are just talking. Do you think government is easy? Suddenly, government will not be easy. But looting and stealing will be so perfect, smooth, without hindrance. Have you not paid attention, right? They do a lot to say they want to be in power. They want to be in office. They want to be this. They want to be that. Only for them to now get in. And then they become liabilities. They become your problems. They become the weapons fashioned against you. And you remember, no weapon fashioned against you should prosper if you are smart enough. But normally they will sing it as because I have Jesus. But that's my own version. No weapon fashioned against you should prosper if you are smart enough. Or if you are religious, you can put in your own belief in between. These rogues and everything associated with them, they are the weapons fashioned against you. Every one of us trapped in that contraption called Nigeria. Remember that. So the thugs have always been there. They will always be there. In those states, right? These chief cultists is Kabaka. Now he's of one faction in APC. And his own faction is not approved to present the governor. So if now so it go be, it is better to remind everybody that how Nigeria got to this state are always in pieces, like characters like this.
With the youth, we are telling you this is our time. And the youth has emerged. Anybody that's going to change it, with the youth, we will resist him. Yes. And I want to send my message to the National Working Committee. If you people in State Working Committee can disobey the National Working Committee, they need to be suspended from the party. Yes. If that is not done, nobody will come to this office. Because party is supreme. We all voted with our registration. We cast our vote for Dennis Idahosa. Since they are trying to sabotage the youth, we will not allow it. And I'm a youth leader, for God's sake. Yes, sir. The person that just won this primary is just 43 years. Yes.
70 years old man. 70 years old man.
Kabaka youth leader is over 50 years old. Do you know that the guy in charge of Burkina Faso is in his 30s? You see, youth leader APC Edo. Kabesi Olong Oba. The future leaders. Anyway, that's him telling them that if they change anything, nobody go enter this place. So we youth, we're not going to agree. And that's how they do it. Okay. So when they finally give it to Idahosa, their man, now it is now their job to mobilize youth, give them guns, give them drugs, give them money, and send them out there to ensure that Idahosa become the governor. Now Idahosa will now become governor. This youth, they will be waiting for him to give them jobs. They will now discover that the type of job Idahosa has to offer, they can't do them except when they will need them next time. Handling guns for them. That's the state of Nigeria. See this young man in Burkina Faso. The guy who led the coup that toppled the corrupt, government that happens to be the puppet of France, excuse me. This young man, people like him in Nigeria are either ass lickers, crumb eaters, crumb chasers, all risers for politicians, for crumbs. But look at this guy. Not only that they took themselves out of the grip of France, they also released their destiny from the grip of France, right? They are, in fact, withdrew their own country. They've withdrawn from the ECOWAS. They didn't attend any AU. These guys are contemplating of having their own regional currency. Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger Republic. And guess what this guy is saying in French? I'll come back and tell you. He said they have learned so much lesson, especially from the regional bloc, ECOWAS. See one young man where they saying they fight for the future of his country. But in Nigeria, criminals are fighting. I mean, young people are fighting for the future and the future of the children of the criminals that will keep them poor. Eh? No, that will not be cause.
Ce sont des femmelettes qui sont au Niger. Il y a des combattants là-bas. L'armée nigérienne est guerrière. Ils combattent depuis des années. Ce n'est pas une armée de défilé ou une armée de maintien de paix. Et les armées de l'AES ont décidé de s'unir. Nous attendons cette force en attente. Des milliers de Nigériens sont morts sur leur lit d'hôpital par manque d'électricité ou par manque de médicaments. C'est du crime. Ils sont responsables de ces sanctions, ils sont responsables de ces morts. Ils ont essayé de faire souffrir le Mali. Et bien sûr, en faisant fi de tous les textes et de ne plus donner l'électricité au Mali, espérant que la population se révolte. Ça ne marche pas. Lorsque ça a duré, certains étaient obligés de faire payer leur propre peuple en augmentant le coût de l'électricité. Ça va encore augmenter. Certains ont fermé leurs ports, ce qui d'ailleurs va à l'encontre de tous les textes internationaux parce qu'on ne peut pas fermer les ports à un pays sans littoral. Ils l'ont fait, ils ont violé les textes. La communauté internationale n'a pipé mot. Personne n'a parlé dans la CEDEAO. Mais dans les ports, nous ne faisons pas transiter nos marchandises gratuitement. Nous payons. Et ceux-là qui le font récoltent aujourd'hui les pots cassés. Où est cette CEDEAO des peuples? Bref.
There is more, but because it's in French. But let me kind of read back to you all he's been saying. Some of you probably heard some of them. You heard electricity, you heard hospital, you heard the people and all of that. See, this is what he's telling people there, okay? He said, do you think there are weak men who are in Niger, in Niger? There are fighters over there. The Nigerian army is warlike. They have been fighting for years. It's not an army of parade or a peacekeeping army. And the armies of the AES, just Burkina Faso, decided to unite. We are waiting for that standby force. Thousands of Nigerians died on their hospital beds for lack of electricity or lack of medicine. It is a crime. They are responsible for these sanctions. They are responsible for this death. They try to make Mali suffer. And of course, by ignoring all the texts, to no longer supply Mali with electricity, hoping that the population will revolt. It is not working. When it lasted, some were obliged to make their own people pay by increasing the cost of electricity. It will increase again meaning we don't need them because we are developing solar panels for solar energy. And very soon, all the AES means like Burkina Faso, Niger, and then Mali. They are forming their own block, okay, where they are going to be sharing resources with themselves and all that, okay. Now, he said, we will have nuclear plants. Russia don't promise them, say they can have nuclear power so that they can use that to generate electricity. They have all the resources needed, uranium or whatever you want to call it, you know, to generate that power, nuclear power. So Niger, Mali, as well as Burkina Faso, in our lifetime, they could become nuclear, power country. And I know some of you will quickly, your heads go raise now. America will never allow that. Forget that one, Mayegun. That's fine. I don't want to argue with you. But you heard the young man, Abi? That's from a country where they believe they can do what they believe they can do. And they stood. Even you also saw what happened, Nabi. Let's continue. He said, some have closed their seaports, that which, by the way, is against all international laws. Because you cannot close your port to a landlocked country. They have done it. They violated the text. The international community has not said anything. No one has talked. In the port, we do not transit our goods for free. We pay. And those who do it are today bearing the brunt, meaning their ports are empty and they ruin their own economies. It's referring to Nigeria and Benin Republic. And it's making a lot of sense there, right? Hang on, though. He said, where is the ECOWAS of the people? In short, this gives us several reasons, several lessons. So this gives us several lessons, rather. Several lessons in the sense that the independence and sovereignty that we are advocating, we must do everything to make it happen. They taught us very good lessons, and we understood very well. And we have decided with all souls and conscience to withdraw and concentrate on our common organization, which is the AES. And that is the regional bloc. Why did I read that to you? It's just to you in your 40s. And right now, you are trapped because some of you actually wanted that. Now you are trapped under this contraption and his lies. Under the contraption and the delusion of those who told you are leaders of tomorrow. But they are engaging you in ruining that tomorrow because you have no tomorrow. When these rogues have no plan for that tomorrow for you. Take a look at this. I mean, you saw what is going on in Rivers State recently, right? The Wike and Fubara, Wahala Abi. Anyway, it is not over. I mean, I think you do know that it's not over, right? Okay. Now, they said that after the Supreme Court judgment, the governor of Rivers State, Fubara, and his supporters, they decided to have a celebration party. Okay. Now, that celebration party is to say, yeah, finally, the Supreme Court has confirmed him. Now, they said, with a Wike's loyalist, who happened to be his, his chief of staff, in the name of this Honorable Obina Anyanwu, all right? Which they said is also the local government chairman for Eche local government area. You know what they did? In 2024, ladies and gentlemen, those who are telling you about tomorrow in Nigeria, they are lying to you. There is no tomorrow in Nigeria for you. If you're a young person, take it now. You need to take it now. But if you are so weak and so scared to do it, this will remain your lot. Take a look at these criminals in Nigeria, and guess what? Nobody's going to punish them. They are the one in government. Criminals in government can't fight crimes that happens that they actually like orchestrated. Abi? See what happened to the venue where they wanted to have a victory party in Rivers State. Yeah.
Who that boy? 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 Hola, hola.
put this one for what the phone now. Oh, with the fire. Don't be that. Burn them down. Burn them. Hold on. If you don't make it, you hold up. If you don't make it, you hold up. Collect the phone now. Collect the food. Let me do. No. Let me do. Yeah. Yes. Come on! Jonathan! Come on! Come on! Hey, leave him! I'm on our way. I'll be for months. Let them rush yourself. I will get there. Stay. Let them rush way. Where them there? What could you just say? Where them there? You make a shot. The place, the local government is owned by Chief Nobody will come here to disrupt the peace of our local government. Yes! We can have the help the chair people. Yes! The chair people. Yes! And we won't put our hands and allow anybody to come here and say, whoever die with them. Yes! Instead of them to come here to set confusion for you. Whoever die with them. Yes!
They don't they shoot. We can turn them off. Because YouTube know they take care. Hear the sound of gun. They will soon send me a message and say, could you please take down that video and re-upload it? I'm not going to take down 3 hours of video because of all those state-sponsored thugs. That is Nigeria, ladies and gentlemen. The man they are fighting is the governor of the second richest state in Nigeria, Rivers State. That's the governor they are fighting. And the man that is fighting him is, or the man they are fighting for, you saw what they did in that place. They burnt the tent, they burnt the instruments, they burnt chairs, they burnt things there. And they came out to say, we are not going to allow anybody to come and disturb the peace of our community. These guys just disturb the peace of the community by destroying other people's properties. Because those people are not in their camp. So therefore, they cannot stay there. Now, they burnt all of that, yeah? And they said they did that to prevent disturbance of peace. Do you understand that Nigeria, everything is upside down, Abi? Abnormalities is normal in Nigeria, Abi? I just show you one, in case if you are indeed in doubt. And then the Jagabandi, the Jagawiri, 10 months of junketing. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no single investment in Nigeria since Thiefnubu took office. So those of you who are thinking that there is going to be one result coming, because Thiefnubu is working, there is no result coming. Nobody is giving any investment to Nigeria. I am saying this because it is true. Nobody is going to deal with a narcotic country. Nigeria has become flagged. Witness in scene. It is just like maybe they call first give you appetizer, just for your belly, your stomach to open up for the real shege that is still coming. What you are witnessing right now is just the appetizer. Take this one, make you take open your stomach so that you will be able to feed and eat enough of the shege that Kolu is coming, is still bringing to you. But one thing is that a lot of them who were singing on his pampas, they shall die. On his pampas, Bola, on your pampas, Bola, on your pampas, these people want to die. They shall die. He's very proud of his achievement. Have you ever seen? No, sorry. He's very proud of his failure. Anotu niako. Failure with the fly private jet. Failure that is pretending to be president. Baba, if Thiefnubu gets shame, they're not supposed to see him waka like this. But waiting, you cannot shame the shameless, they say. He's back to Nigeria. Ask him, how much is Lula da Silva promised him, the president of Brazil? At least they have pictures to show you. All of you should go and download the picture, frame it. Investment in here. Don't ask this total failure. What he brings back, I think. But look at him. See failures, what do you call them again? Failure personified. I want him failure. I want them to deal. Those are the people those are the weapons fashioned against you. I want to see how long your hunger is going to last. Or may I just put a break on it? So we have a lot of people who are with us tonight, or a lot of you who turned up tonight, okay? Once again, if you haven't really liked this broadcast, right, please, you can possibly do that now, right? Thank you. We are over 3,500 of us on YouTube earlier. I don't know what we are now, right? But if you are still there with me, please do that, and please subscribe to my channel too, so that you can set a notification for yourself that you will never miss anything on this platform, right? Now, the next stage of this broadcast tonight is going to be us taking calls. I know a lot of you have a lot to say. Now, we are going to open the line. The number to call is right there on your screen. You can call in directly, and you can also call in through the WhatsApp. If you are calling from outside the UK, remember to put that prefix, like what did they call it, right? +44. Anyway, it's right there on your screen. I will be back. I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. So when okay, I'm going to leave it that way. I have 2 more stuffs to share. I'll just leave it that way, okay? So please, if you are leaving, that's fine. Like the broadcast. But if you are still staying, grab your phone. I will be back. God. Thank you so much and welcome back, everyone. I already have a caller, I believe, on the line. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
Oh, the Prince
Kano
JJ Man. How are you tonight, Baba?
I'm fine, Baba. You?
Well, I'm very well. Thanks for asking.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the wonderful job, Baba.
Thanks so much.
We appreciate your work today. Yes, so Baba, we saw the protest of the rich and the middle class and the poor.
And we saw the difference.
The two protests. Yes, so we saw the real and the one and people will see the singer. I pledge Nigeria with her. I pledge Nigeria with all my gosh. All those who are never ready. And those who are when they shout Tinubu Ole. Tinubu Ole. That's the real protest. You know? So Baba, well, it's getting close. You know, it's getting close. The two what we want. The very thing. Because now
unite everybody right now, and it seems like if nothing is done, which nothing will be done, right? It will soon be out of control. Because hunger, person they're hungry. I don't know the amount of explanation you want to give to somebody who is hungry, other than to give them food.
The thing we go tell the Nigerian soldier. They are to Kano jet and the armored car cannot bomb down hunger. Let them just know that one. It can never bomb down hunger. So because now them be the way them go send go out. Go begin to disturb people where want their destiny back. Because them now they actually na 50,000 they pay on. 50,000. You know reach whether na 20 pounds or so. If you convert them. If Nigeria be country, they just recruit for army. A salary supposed to pass 2 million naira. Maybe they hear am, maybe they enter their ear. It's supposed to pass 2 million naira. But the stage where would they just to start, they recruit you inside army. Police say just enter police. To start your salary first, it's supposed to be from 1.5 million. The kind of level, the way the economy there now. Yes, with insurance, if they any bullet, even apart from bullet, you get any small scratch injury. Say you know fit do your work again. They go take care of you for life. Your family, your children, they will go school to the university level, any level where they want to go. That is the way it's supposed to be. Make they enter their ear. Because now them, they do the dirty job. Now them now they go send us, they make them go begin fight for people where they fight for them, because them will be army, will be police, Nigeria army. They use them like slave too. These politicians. It's only the generals among you or inspector general. It's only you them get the privilege to send their children go abroad to go school. You will be inspector. If you say your picking go abroad, go school, or send and go treat himself, go treatment for abroad. Maybe for Nigeria, mosquito they bite you, and the people where they send you, where you go shoot gun. Mayegu.
Thank you.
That's one at one part. That one at one part. Make them teach themselves. Then secondly, you know, say these people then teach, they call everybody mumu. Fulani herdsmen. Now they carry this Nigeria now, sell, give a drug lord, a certificate forger. Where do we dey inside this wahala now? The reason they do this thing now, this abomination, is to cover up the death of Buhari. There's nothing else. Because
they are saying
now they are telling that yes, now it is a suicide mission to forge a signature of a living president. Any president that is alive in the world. You can never say you forge the signature. It's never had in anywhere in the world.
To now even say the central bank governor forged signature of president to withdraw $6.2 million that was handed over to the secretary to the government of the federation staff, and they said they are not aware. That is even more ridiculous. Imagine investors reading and say, central bank governor forged signature of the president to withdraw 6.2 million. No, I'm not going to that country. I don't want to go that place.
My ego. They can only run, but they cannot hide forever. You see, this thing they are trying to cover, this death of Buhari that made them to commit an international terrorism to Wise. They kidnapped in London. They went to Kenya to kidnap. Is Fulani, herdsmen, and they are the one putting Nigeria, making Nigeria to have international reputation completely bastardized till today. Only one ethnic group, tiny ethnic group, are causing us this problem, this pain, this death every day. And we have been calling everybody together. Let's restructure the country. They say no. Confederation, they say no. Let's make things work so that even this your cow, it will breathe well. They say no. My ego. Moku no talk too much. I don't take other people time.
You don't even talk enough. I mean, everybody heard you loud and clear. We are all in it now anyway. Prince, thank you very much. Okay.
We go get there. It's Yoruba nation and Biafra nation. We're not going back now.
Bless you. That's Prince Jejeman, ladies and gentlemen. I have another caller on the line. Here. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Mayego General.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Fine, thank you. Good to hear you again today.
Thank you, Baba.
Yeah, I want to talk about this economic situation in Nigeria. You see, when we all know the commerce of Nigeria is held by the Igbos. And you see the Lagos people say, we want to destroy their business, want to break their houses, do this, destroy that. You do that good, but who is suffering it today? Nigerians are suffering. Because if you destroy the source of income of a country, that country will suffer. Igbos are the source of incomes of Nigeria. They hold the commerce. They hold the financial aspect of Nigeria. You want to destroy their business, who is going to suffer for it?
Destroying your economy indirectly.
That is it.
Bokwari attacked their businesses for 8 straight years. Make the exchange rate volatile that a lot of Igbo businesses suffer. Some even like packed up in the course of the people have told me and said, this is how I became a so person in Europe now, because I lost my business due to all these, economic policies and all this, what have you from Bokwari. But still, they still hold that ace, even till now.
Yes. You listen to this man, what's his name? A Lagos man. What's this elderly man? He was talking about the managers in the banking industry. No, the one I was talking about, but the judge. Yeah, talking about the banking managers in Nigeria. They will withdraw the dollars from the bank for the central bank, hand over to them in a very low rate, and they now be selling it, disvalue our money.
That's right.
And they become so large and rich. Who does that? Why would the country not suffer? Why would people not suffer? Like as you said, where the poor people enter the street, there they will know.
All of us go know. We go know, say, this one's serious. So when we see the ones where they carry DJ, they sing, we know, say, these ones are still prepared, they are still getting ready. But when you see the real poor people, you go be able to know, say, Allah don't come.
They never see anything yet. There's another thing you said, where the diaspora stops subsidizing, they're selling their money so that the organ will touch them very well. Then they will not see dollar that they want to bring together. At that time, they will see. They are still selling their money. That is why people see the same money.
I know.
It's
all drying up so fast. Man, I don't lie you. Okay? The moment they started this policy last week, that if you send them money, they will now have to give our people Naira equivalent and all that. Even though some people still had to, like, they had no choice, they still went on and still do few. But ask those vendors, they will tell you today, the number is drying up. Not like the usual way they were in the last few months or last few years. Now, all those people sending money through their apps, some of them are deleting the apps now, looking for other means that our money will not touch their hand. Some may, but they will never get the target they are looking for. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. They need to know because if you talk, but you go call to Nigeria, come and say this in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Call to Nigeria. You are sitting in Scotland and shouting.
No. You see those ones, they didn't even call me before they hit the streets. When the Bedu enter body, everybody go park and move to the streets. Now them go to record and send me video, say, "Are you going with this street now?" I say, "That's it. You don't need me. Now you don't need us. You will do it yourself."
That is it. That is it. Thank you, Mayegu.
Thank you very much. So even though some might feel like, are you mocking them? We are not mocking you. We are reacting to what some actually subscribe to. Okay, maybe not everyone. Okay, but we are reacting to what you are reacting to, and for whatever it is, for all is what. Trust, I'm trying to kind of get this out. Give me a sec. Oh, you might need to help me hang up, Mazi, because it's making it hard for others to come in. See, if we finish talking, please help me hang up. Because sometimes, because I'm dealing with two stuffs, okay? Once you call in via the direct line, it sort of put a ring fence between those who are calling in through the WhatsApp. So please, if you call in directly and I pick your call, please help me hang up, okay? And thanks so much for that. I'll take another one. Finally, the coast is clear. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
Yes, sir. How are you, Baba?
Good. Yourself?
Well, very well. Thank you.
Yeah, this is Ken from Cali.
Well, Ken, you are lucky again tonight because the whole house is really busy tonight. Because
I know, Baba. Maybe I need to go play lotto today. It's my lucky day.
You might try it. I mean, something might be. Don't forget the 10%. All right, when it works for you.
No, not at all.
Anyway, Ken, it's a serious matter. Something is brewing right there in Nigeria, and it seems it's the source. It's hunger. And my brother, it doesn't look like all of us have any real say now. The real affected people are taking up. Abi, what do you think?
Of course. The thing is, right now, I feel happy. I feel like a kid that is in the candy store trying to decide which candy to pick up. The whole situation is making me happy. And I can remember when I was telling you sometime in October, November, that it will get to a point where people will be falling down and just pass out because of hunger.
You said it.
And that has already happened, right? And the only thing that can fix this problem is hunger, like you've been saying all day, right? So my take on this is I have just two things to talk about right now. What will happen after this? Because, like you said, the revolution is coming and nobody can stop it. It's like a freight train. It's going to happen within the next 6 months. And the last time I called, if you remember, I was telling you that Tinubu administration will not last to the end of the year.
You said that too. I remember now.
Yes. So that 100%, that guy, the administration will not last to the end of the year. And I was in the comment section earlier, someone was saying Tinubu should resign. Resigning is not an option because Shetima will take over. That's it was. No. That's not an option. Like you said, they just need to come up with demands. And the explanation you give is the right explanation on what to demand. Let the whole state government, federal government, everybody resign.
Let's start afresh. News that government in Nigeria collapsed because people ask.
Yes, so.
And then there will be a demand for an interim one that will then usher in whatever people's demands are. If you
exactly, clear, and everybody can
see, Ken, if we are not clear, at the end of the day, it's just going to be a jamboree. You know what I mean? But anyway,
of course, and that will give some other criminal element to slip in and come in and continue with a different formula.
Yes,
sure you get. So, like what? There's two things that will happen going forward after the revolution happens. One, like you just said, the possibility of forming a unity government is right there. So they can either form a unity government, one, which will involve Because the only person that can calm anybody down at this point is Peter Obi as it stands. Nobody else. They won't listen to anybody. So it's either they use him and form a unity government and go from there, and everybody has to come to the table and form a referendum. That's the only way. There's no need to stay together again. That country is useless, worthless. It's not going to work.
Do you know something? What I have learned in the course of this whole thing, in the last 5 years of my own experience in this whole thing, right? I have discovered that you see at this point, you see people like us in the diaspora who have different positions that we also pursue, right? We must never now shy away from what is about to happen. We must never be. We must stop saying they, you. I mean, they should. We must begin to join those who are going to be shaping the trajectory of the conversation. And the reason is because, you know what I mean? Like, we just said something now, okay? We said if the purpose of the national protest or revolution, whatever anyone want to call it, happens, it must be well, more or less like coordinated enough that the demand for that is going to be driving it is all encompassing. It's not selective. In a way, these voices, this kind of voices, they must constantly appear now because something is about to happen. You get what I mean, Ken?
Of course. Yes.
Go on.
Yes. So, and the second option, the second thing I can see that can possibly happen is the military taking over, because when the protest starts and it gets very, very difficult to control any longer, it spirals out of control. The military has no step, but no other option than to step in and stabilize the country. And that one is really tricky because you can't put a northerner as the head of the military as it stands. That will lead to a civil war automatically. You get my point?
I do.
So in order, you cannot put a Fulani man there. It's not an option.
No.
So, and the chief of army staff is a Yoruba man, and a lot of Westerners, are there right now because when Tinubu came in, he got rid of a lot of Northerners.
That's what he did.
Sure, you guess. So now, if the military eventually takes over, it has to be a Southerner that will spearhead the government of transition or whatever will happen. So hopefully, they won't make a mistake on that end and start a civil war, because we don't want a civil war. We just want everybody to go their separate ways. Or they come up with a constitution that would go back to the old Nigeria we had, which is a federalism system.
Yes.
So hopefully one of these two things will happen, and we can go forward and come back to your show, and we can still reminisce and talk about the things that have happened and how you usher in this new era. So, really? Baba, thank you for everything you've been doing. I don't think
we should begin to go that one yet. I actually want us to make sure that we get more voices like yours who can see clearly through this crisis that is about to actually like erupt now. All right. Now, they must be able to begin to see themselves actually making all those thoughts, like you just all those thoughts, right? Make them happen. Because we cannot prepare the ground for criminals to take charge of to take control of the narrative, and suddenly the rogues that we know today will now metamorphose themselves into liberators. I mean, we are on your side now.
Yes.
At least we are on your side now. You get what I mean? Because real people like yourself and myself are staying away because we felt like others should do it. I don't want that to happen again.
Yeah. So this is what will happen on that angle. I think the obedience are smart enough and the young Nigerians are smart enough to navigate the whole thing to the right place so that the right people can come in.
Well,
you get my point?
I do.
So that is what we can hope for. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. And thank you for the light you are shining. Say you get.
Thanks,
and your little voice in the wilderness right now is loud as it can get. Thank you for everything.
God bless you,
Thank you. God bless you, sir.
Ken, right there. Ken is one of the vibrant voices on this platform that always, add more to the perspectives of our conversation to make it more broader. Okay, he is a brother. Here is another caller on the line. Yeah,
hello, Maigo.
Sir.
Good evening. Good evening, sir. Thank you for all you do. I would like to engage. I would like to engage you in a little bit of conversation. I won't take much time. As soon as I eat about 2-3 minutes, please cut me off so that I can allow others.
Guys, please go ahead, sir.
Okay. Right. I understand that we all have to do this, but I have two fears. I mean, two things really confused me or scared me, or not scared.
Maybe
Like
worried,
I'm confused.
like, or you're
Worried.
concerned about some things, or
Yeah.
maybe not even worried. Like, worry is a strong word, so we can say concerned, something that gets you to
Concerned.
be like, tell
Definitely,
us,
you
please.
get it. Right. I might have escaped the wahala in that country called Nigeria, but I still have people who are dear to my heart. Like I have my mother there. She's old. In a way, I keep thinking that anyway, maybe she's old. If she die in this struggle of hunger and everything, well, maybe she has lived a little bit of good life during the Buritalas or those time when there was no education. That's fine. It might be painful for a while that maybe my mother shouldn't have died in this kind of hunger strike country. Maybe if she closed her eyes and died peacefully, that would have been okay. Well, that's apart. Now I'm thinking of those innocent children. Did they when they are coming to this world? Did they commit so much sin that they have to be in that shithole?
They did nothing wrong.
Like they can't help themselves. They are vulnerable. They are innocent.
I know.
And they will just die like that. Like, it pains me.
And they are the most
gives me
affected.
some concern. And that is why sometimes when I feel like I want to close my eyes and let all these youth, all those people that say our local and those who supposed to use their brain and senses and they can't use it. I feel like, yes, I can close my eyes and just not do anything for those ones. But when I think of those vulnerable ones, the elders, the little children, it pains me somehow. And as much as I would like to close my eyes and just block my, I cannot send this. But those ones, I don't know. I feel like there's something wrong with me.
See, your concern is really valid, though, Papa. Your concern is very valid. It shows that you are human, okay? And you are somebody who have, like you said, despite the fact that you are not directly, impacted by any of this, okay? But somehow, from your own immediate loved ones that you do care for, as your responsibility so far, right? And then you have by extension, even people around them, okay? And then also by extension, the community. And then when you begin to hear the stories of how young people have been subjected to God knows what cannot even be fully described, okay? I have seen people who have sort of sexually, sort of trafficked their own children who are completely underage, just to feed others. You get that now? No, that feeling is, that you're feeling, that you're feeling is valid, okay? Now, one thing is now that since somebody like you know what this feels like, and we are ensuring that everyone that are not even like directly affected can feel like the way you feel. So that simply means that at the end of the day, we are going to stop it or change it. We are going to do something. Like if we have more people who think like you, who look beyond all the glamour, all the tears and everything, and just look underneath and look at the vulnerable ones you mentioned now and feel the way you feel. When people feel strongly about something and they feel connected to it, they tend to actually make a difference, especially if it is something they are not really comfortable with. So, Baba, like I said, go on, sorry.
Two more. Yeah, I have friends that they've already zeroed their mind about that country. It doesn't really bother them. No matter how I say to them, please listen to my ego, listen to all this news. See, I feel like sometimes they use Nigeria to swear for me. Honestly, like what is the problem? But when I listen to you, I feel like I'm addicted to your program. But at the same time, when you listen to some idiots that I always said, is it not because England, US, Canada, we all run to? Is it not because they make their own country the way it is? That's why we're able to run there. Right. Who among Nigerians will run to Afghanistan or run to Ukraine? No. So at what point, if let's say disaster or something happen, where do we run to?
Back to Nigeria.
Are we ready to fight for the country where we run to? Are we ready to carry gun and join their army? No, they won't even allow us to join their army because they know that we are economic immigrants anyway. So at what point can we not drive all these idiots, those people that are so-called leaders? They are from us. That the funny thing is, they are even from us. The so-called people that
let me say something in that regard. Okay, the way you feel is also valid too. All right, and to avoid any kind of the usual one, like who is right or wrong. No. Or your feeling of what if we run into troubled water, or all these countries run into troubled waters, and we ended up either as refugees or people who are returning back to the same place. Like when are we going to try and, if it's going to require us, right, fighting or going back there, carry gun, just to make sure the place is peaceful and all that? Now, here is what I used to tell people. Do you know that although there is disadvantage in brain drain that has really, really affected Nigeria, where the best brains in Nigeria are mostly outside Nigeria now, contributing greatly to all these economies all over the world, it's a disadvantage to the people back home. Okay. Then on the other hand, we are from a demography called the diasporans, okay, that remit huge amount of forex back to Nigeria. That's the plausible side of it. Now, from that point, sir, I can kind of feel like if the people who are back in Nigeria, let's use their own figure, all right, 200 million people. Maybe all of us that are outside Nigeria, who is kind of associated with to Nigeria, maybe our number would be maybe 20 million or 30 million. Let's even say 30 million. Now, what I see about that is that all of us don't need to have intention of going back to Nigeria to fix Nigeria, because the number of people back in Nigeria are enough to fix Nigeria, and everyone seems to have had their roles assigned for them. You see, we are here. A lot of us are financially capable. We have economy that is linked to us as diasporans that is so significant in Nigeria. Do you get that now? So I mean, doesn't that tell us that our roles are already defined? Except for those who want to physically be there. You don't even have to be physically there in Nigeria before you contribute to what will clean the place up. Do you understand that, sir?
Definitely.
So once all of us are beginning to understand our roles that way, that you in the diaspora, if you really feel like you need to be physically be in Nigeria when this show goes down, well, that is really like going extra. People are going to do it. But people went to Nigeria to register to vote. I won't do it. People went to Nigeria. They traveled to Nigeria to go and vote. I will never do that. So I'm not going to be in doubt that there will be people, there will be Nigerians that will return to Nigeria.
And people,
because they want to physically get involved. You get that?
From wherever we.
Go on, Baba. You want to add another one?
Yeah. I said, if we get to that point, why can't we vote anywhere we are? Why do I have to travel to Nigeria?
None of those really counts anymore anyway.
Now, I haven't seen you quickly. I'm talking to you because the internet is good, because everything, all the thing we need should be there. You don't need to get there physically. You can do all sort of things from there. Anyway, that is one side. Now, my last concern is, I'm sure this is going to get to what we are all thinking is going to happen. I don't know when, but it's eventually going to happen.
Right.
Now, when it happened, are we not going to go back to what has happened before and we never learn anything, and the old things still get back to, how can I call it?
Okay, now we are trying to run away from these ones. Now everybody is talking like we need better one and then. So once we chase these ones, are we not going to end up in the hands of other ones who are going to treat us that way? Treat us the same way. Is that your question, right? Or concern, rather?
Yeah.
Well, that is also valid. Okay. That's why I'm encouraging people to say, now, we shouldn't some of us have the gift of participation in some of these roles we are talking about. Okay. And then what we should be encouraging right now is that every time you think something has to be done, or you are making contribution to whatever is going to still happen, at the same time, you should always make yourself available for what you want to see happen. For example, right? I want to see so and so happen. And therefore, don't expect somebody else to go and make what you think is right happen. Don't just sit back and say, we are expecting them to do it right now. We are expecting all of them to have learned lesson when you are not involved. The real people that are going to get involved in this, we must make sure that they should know that if they are condemning a leadership that has brought us to this stage, at the same time, they might be the leaders that they want to see. Baba. And we should be encouraging them, or else we can end up in that your concern, Baba.
You know, I have so many fear, but I'm glad I'm listening to you, because I could see every time I have a fear, you always kind of, put that sucker in it and say, this is the solution. This is, don't fear.
Even impossible. You know the word impossible. If you calm down and break it down, it says impossible.
Impossible, definitely.
You get that?
Now, Now, the thing I was going to say was, it seems that people have amnesia. They forget so soon.
I know. It's
and you that you try to rescue them, is you that you want to pull down. Is you that you want to start. Is you that you want to start fighting.
You know what they advise people who say they fight for poor people, Baba? You know what they advise them? They said, whenever you are fighting for poor people, please, you can only use one hand. So you will use one hand to fight the oppressor. You use your other hand to guide yourselves from the blade, machete of the poor people who are asking you, who sent you? Did we send you to go and fight them? You are fighting them for your selfish reason. Nobody sent you. So therefore, when you are fighting oppression, you use one hand to fight the oppressor. You use the second hand to protect yourself from the oppressed who are going to be stoning you and asking you who sent you. Well, our time has gone.
Sounds
okay? Let me take another one.
Thank you. Thank you, Baba.
God bless
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Papa. So that is an interesting conversation, okay? And I am happy that somebody who has their concern has shared their concern here. My answer may not be perfect answer to their concerns, okay? But somehow, I have managed to help not just my caller and people who feel same way. I have managed to help guide you on how to guide your thoughts. That you are feeling concerned, you see, there's nothing bad in feeling concerned. There's nothing wrong in feeling like, oh, this whole thing will not be like this. I feel this or that. It's it's all right. You are only reacting to what is happening around you. And it is how it should be. But when you are able to guide your thoughts, then you are likely going to begin to kind of like be in control of your thoughts and how you handle things that actually happens or will happen. And then you never be in panic or worry. Or feeling concerned, there's nothing wrong in that. So our time is just about half an hour to go, okay? So which simply means that everyone can still try to be part of this conversation, including you. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Thank you, sir. I come through today. I'm so glad to get through today.
Finally, I'm glad that you did, sir. Please.
This is Chris. I'm calling from New York.
Oh, lady. Sorry. Did you say Grace, ma'am?
Yes.
I'm so sorry, right? The line was not that clear, and I was like, sir, sorry, ma'am. Yes, our Lady Grace. Is that right?
No, this Christopher is Chris, C-H-R-I-S.
Oh, again, I'm having trouble with that audio, I have to say. I thought I heard Grace, but meanwhile, it's Chris. See, Christopher.
Yes.
I apologize
again.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling in, sir.
I've been trying for this for so long. I know. I'm so happy to get through today.
You can be very busy.
And only what I have to say is thank you so much for all your information, for making people's life even more better, to letting people know exactly what is going on in that country. You know, everything is a mess over there. I'm so happy because I listen to you all the time. Anywhere I'm going, I always listen to you.
And how does it feel when you are now seeing all these things playing out and you are right there and be like, I heard these guys spoke about that a while back. Oh, I kind of listened to when he says so and so. And you are just sat there like maybe a little bit not surprised, or maybe just feel like, it is what it is, Chris.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It's good to to listen to people like you, enlightening people exactly what is going on. So nice to hear to listen to people like you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you so much.
You have a wonderful evening, okay? And yes,
wonderful.
Thank you for all your support too, right?
God bless you.
And
bless you. Bless you. Bless you for all the work you've been doing.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you very much.
God bless you. That's Chris there, ladies and gentlemen. Chris happened to be, like he said, one of the dedicated brethren of this temple. And I'm glad that he got through tonight to say all I believe he's probably been saying in the comment section for a while, to say them right to, directly to me. Thank you so much, everyone, for your support. Mind you, please remember that if if we just spoke earlier, right, you should help me end the call so that I could easily bring others in, okay? Also, if I'm gonna try this. People are making it hard for me to actually get people in, and I kind of it's a little bit odd, right? When simple instructions are not being followed, right? So, Christopher, if you are still there, could you please hang up, please, so that we can let others who are calling through the internet, like the WhatsApp call, to also get through? Because I was like juggling it between them. So, if you can hear me, Chris, please help me hang that up, and I can get others in. God bless you, Chris. So, yes, I am now like with another caller. Thank you so much, right there, Christopher. So, hello there, Baba.
Hello, my General.
The African Wahala. Is that you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How are you doing today, Baba?
Good evening to you, great brother. I'm doing very well, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for the great platform. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for your sacrifices. It's a lot, man. Only a few people can do what you do.
Thank you so much.
I wanted to use this opportunity to talk to my fellow victims of the evil contraption. This is a wicked country that we find ourselves in. In my opinion, the name Nigeria is a curse, because that word Nigeria was, I believe it was coined by Frederick Lugard's girlfriend back then. And then it has no meaning.
Flora Shaw there, remember?
Yeah, Flora Shaw. The name has absolutely no meaning in any of the local dialects in the geographical space. Flora Shaw was so lazy. Flora Shaw and all the other people that coined those names, they coined the word Nigeria off of the River Niger. The River Niger was named, I believe, by the Portuguese, because I believe the word Niger or something similar to Niger it means black in their language. That's how the word Niger was created for the river. That's where they coined the word Nigeria from. And then to show how lazy
the water itself is not River Niger, it's River Kora. That's the name of River Niger's river. That's not the original name. Is Kora, but they changed it to Niger, River Niger. History. Go on, Jari African Wahala. Sorry.
It depends on the tribe. That river flows through different regions where the man, the different names. Some call it Kwara, some call it has different names according to the local tribes. But now they call it Niger. Then to show how lazy these people were, the next country right to the top of Nigeria, they called it Niger too. These guys don't give a damn about us. And we were, I would say, our leaders throughout the history of Nigeria, they proved how lazy they were, because they should have changed that horrible name. But thank God they didn't, because right now in 2000,
Gold Coast, Ghana, I think that has some historical view.
Right? Yes, Ghana was changed from Gold Coast to Ghana. Burkina Faso was changed from Upper Volta to Burkina Faso, which means the land of upright people in their language. But what the hell does Nigeria mean? It means nothing. Nigeria just means nigger, just a derogatory word. So anybody that is still proud of being a Nigerian, if you are still proud to be a Nigerian, the least you can do is to demand for a name change. And I know this is going too far because nobody will change that name. Nobody will change. There are some people are going to hear what I'm saying, or they'll be like, man, what are these guys smoking? That's what they'll say. Secondly,
I bet
the people that are going
number of people, because most people will kind of agree with you. But the reason why is that some will just be like, maybe it's not going to happen. Maybe it's going to happen. But they agree with you because you explain before you arrive in that conclusion. Remember? African Wahala.
Yes.
Fire number. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for elaborating, my brother. Secondly, now that the people are slowly going out to protest and they will smash everything, and I'm happy about that, they need to know exactly what they're protesting for. And I know few people will come across this audio and will probably take this advice. If I were on the front line protesting right there in Eagle Square, Abuja, what will be on my placard is, we have to arrest all these criminals. And I know that's not going to happen. I know they are never. Nigeria does not have the capacity to arrest the criminal politicians. It's not going to happen, I know. But that will be my demand. I'm not going to be demanding that, hey, open the border. We are hungry. Oh, reduce the price. Who would open the border? Niger has pulled out of ECOWAS. Niger Republic is no longer a part of ECOWAS, so they have no obligation with the Nigerian border. We both need visas to cross either side of the border. We all know the border. There is nothing like a border. It's just bush. But let's pretend like there is an actual border. We both need visas today to cross into each other's countries, which is absolutely ridiculous. All thanks to Kolu came in and destroyed ECOWAS within a couple of months.
That's right.
So they are never going to open the border. Don't waste your time asking them, please return fuel subsidy. The fuel price is too expensive. We can't afford anything. Don't waste your time, because that is only going to allow them pay some people that will come back and pacify you, the protesters. And then anybody that does not comply with the pacification will be shot to death by the criminal thugs in military uniforms and the police officers. Like Prince Jejeman said earlier, the soldiers, you guys are the terrorists, the number one terror group in the country. I'm sorry, I have cousins that are in the military. I have some family members. But to me, the Nigerian military is the number one paramount terror group in Nigeria. You guys are paid 50,000 naira, some of you. You can't even afford to go back to your villages after you've been fighting Boko Haram for years. Now, they are going to deploy you to go and fight, to go and kill the same protesters that are fighting to rescue not just themselves, but to rescue you. But I know many of you are still going to go ahead and kill people. I know that's just the nature of the people. So the people that are going to protest, please, if you have the opportunity, know exactly what you're protesting for. I gave you my own example. I'm never going to protest for simple things that will end up not changing anything. And I'm also not going to protest and say, let's break Nigeria up. That's not going to happen through a protest. It's going to happen as a result of the protest. But we need to know what exactly we're protesting for. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much.
They should open border. They will tell you to give them time, Connie. So if they now say, give us time, we will do it. And you say, no, we are still protesting. Then their soldiers will come on. Baba. See, African world,
immediately.
God bless you, sir. As always, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
For making.
Thank you so much, my great brother.
Have a good one, sir.
Thank you. I'm so happy I did. Thank you.
Bless you. So that's the African Wahala there. And listen, we only have about 20 minutes to go now. So if you still want to be part of this, you would need to keep, put more effort in getting through. But whether you get through or not, okay, we've all been part of this tonight. Enough, right? Here is another caller too. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Maigwe.
Hello, sir.
It don't hunger, don't come. Now, everybody go get angry. Hunger don't come.
Now,
everybody go get angry.
So,
when hunger catch people,
because we are hungry.
You don't say he get the way hunger go catch person in blockers go run enter.
Yeah.
Now he never fight a Okobo person before because in blockers don't run enter. So that blockers will run enter. Now if they give an energy, we ain't go take fight. When hunger come,
the dog. I see.
it go be like castrated dog. Now so it be now. It's just we just need people we really know, like African Wahala just talk. We just need people we go feed direct them because they don't already break the people to the extent that they don't even know what they are fighting for. It's just like some of the people who are on the street of the UK here, they carry placard. When they begin ask some of them, say, why are you protesting? They say they don't even know. Say some people just give them placard. It's the same thing back home. Some people just feel that, oh, they are protesting for hunger. Last time, it is the same thing. If they don't have the redirection, like African Wahala talk, now the criminals, make them list all of them. If it is possible to even list all the places where these people have their money all over the world, list their properties, let people begin to see where their properties are all over the world. These people must be arrested. This is what they have. This is what they have in this so bank. We need those kind of people to be able to carry those placards. And then I love what you said, that when the reshaping of the narratives want to begin, people who wanted change must join from the diaspora. Because I remember Shore saying something like that. He said, when they fought against military, they never knew that these criminals will took over. They just fought and they left everything and go. That is the reason why all these criminals, they gather themselves together. They gather themselves together and took over those positions. If somebody, all the person's life has always been bribery and violence, that has always been the way they've been ruling. Why do we expect something different from them this time around? They remove civics, they remove history. Why do we expect better things from them? Even when we are in school, if you speak vernacular, you go pay fine for speaking vernacular, your own language. Egbedewa lowo wa, egba gbogbo eko ede go ede come, wọ́n gba Saturday, wọ́n kó Sunday lé wa lọ́wọ́, wọ́n dẹ̀ ń fi ìyà jẹ wá. Ọlọ́run ló máa bí àwọn pípù yìí o, tí ń bá ráyè láti join wọn ilé àwọn politician ẹni máa lọ o, gbogbo wọn pátápátá, àwọn tí ò yẹ kó wà ń position rárá, wọ́n dẹ̀ fò gbójú, wọ́n dẹ̀ fi gba nǹkan wọ́n ti fìyà jẹ wájú honestly.
Wọ́n wá ń threaten ni wa, wọ́n á máa bèè lọ́wọ́ wa pé ó dà pé ò like life àbí, ó dà pé ò value, ó dà pé àwọn family ò like àwọn èèyàn tó àwọn jàǹdùkú tó dọba lé wa lórí, wọ́n wá ń threaten wa, wọ́n wá ń pa wá díẹ̀.
I know the strategy these people use.
Yes, sir.
Is this strategy, especially the northerners, they have been hoarding the money in the warehouse, hoarding the food in the warehouse for a long time. And that is why they send these people to come and be destroying the southern famine and killing them, because they know it will get to this point. So what they wanted is for the southerner to start begging them now, say, okay, we want you to start bringing all this. Say, okay, we will agree. They want to use it as a negotiating chip, which we must not surrender to. Because that is why the elders, those who call themselves elders in the southerners, they are taking decisions that will favor them, even though they are closer to their grave. Not the decision that will favor the people who will remain when they have gone. So this is why it is very vital for the people to know why they are protesting. Because first of all, the protest is having a wrong shape by saying ebi power, ebi oti payin, ti ebi ba payin, ẹ̀yin te bi pa kóra yín lọ sọ́dọ̀ gbogbo ilé àwọn politicians àti ilé ọba at those kings' houses and the political place. You go and stay there and eat their food. That is your own protest. But our own protest is that every of the criminals must be arrested.
Yes. Citizen
That is the
arrest.
demand.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they must be arrested. They must not allow to continue anything rulership at all because there is nothing in their head. I remember one day I was listening to Dr. Miles Monroe. He said, every politician's think about the next election. He said, but a true leaders think about the next generation. He said, if a politician come to you and he said, I will do this, he said, all you need to ask him is that, what will be the benefit of my children? He said, they will never say anything. They will run away.
Sir.
He said, because we are not asking them these questions. So when people are being educated, if you have at least 20 like you, those your own crowd has been people that really understood a high level of intensity, English, and some other explanation. There are some people who may not be able to speak better English like you, but have the same intelligence like you that can reach out to the grassroots level.
That's right. That's right.
Those people are extremely needed because that is why the market women will be fighting to vote and they don't know what they are voting for. When they came to repair road, they will start thanking somebody who has been paid already 100 times over to do the road, and they are thanking the person. And these are the same people the politicians are using in order to perpetrate their evil. Because they use them to subdue their children, they use them to subdue their husband, they use them to subdue so many people. And this is why they have been blocking the diasporans from the true diasporan, not the Buharinism, not the Boko Haram people.
Not the Mumu Madus, the Bele lecturers.
Not the Mumu Madus, not the Bele lecturers, not the all the Abrodians and co. But the true people knows how to develop a nation must rise up. This is the right time to put things in place. I really loved even the idea of the farming you are talking about. This is a time we need to build the foundation of how a nation should look like. So that we can do it better than the people we are protesting against.
Bless you, Baba. I was expecting you to join us later tonight when you joined this afternoon, and you must have worked really hard to be part of this tonight because it's so busy tonight. And I'm glad.
It's so busy. I've been on it since. All right.
You. Thank you so much. How could we miss all of that, by the way? So thank you very much, sir. Okay. You have a wonderful evening, sir. Well, that's a brilliant one. And I hope those who heard him and could decipher what he said all through, you are digesting that now. There is more that people will share with you tonight. Here, I'm going to think I have another call. I don't know if I don't think I got it. Oh, I got you. All right. So give me a sec. Let's try something out. Again, if you are on my line, please do me a favor, right? And then hang up once we finish speaking. Okay, give me a sec. There we go. So thank you so much, everyone. For those who have indeed, by the way, for those of you who have been with me all night, remember all you need to do, if you haven't done that already, you can help, increase my subscribers as part of the brethren on this in this temple by joining us. Subscribe, okay? If you're already with us, okay, and you probably have forgotten that you need to like the video too. Please do, as we are coming close to the end of the broadcast tonight. Here is my caller. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
Hello, sir. How are you?
How are you? I'm fine. This is Chris. I'm calling from Michigan, United States.
Bless you, Chris. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. So,
all right.
Go on.
How is the family doing?
Well, we are very well. Thanks so much for asking. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah. What is going on in Nigeria is something anybody can be happy about. the situation is getting out of hand, and Tinubu said he wants to be president. I think that's the only thing he told Nigerians. Say it's his turn. So, and some people
are now surprised that he's not delivering anything.
Exactly. So I keep asking people, what did he actually tell you he was going to do? He didn't promise nothing. He said, I want to be president for you. That's what he told Nigerians. And that's what he said. For you, yeah. And today we are surprised. Some people are surprised. I'm not surprised. And I keep asking people too, who are his economic team? What are their pedigree? The Lagos boys are there. They are all busy looting. And Nigerians are dying in hunger.
Even Cardoso have started making money already. You know that.
Okay, so they will crash land the whole thing. If there is anything left by Buhari, they are going to finish it up.
Yes.
Nigerians should buckle up. This is the beginning of the worst.
This is the beginning.
This is the beginning of the worst. Going to hit everybody from left, right, center, and there will be no remedy. There is not going to be nobody will save us. Nobody will save Nigerians. It's only Nigerians that will save Nigeria. And it's unfortunate they are not even leaving anything for the next generation. What they are leaving them with is debt and a country that will not be recognized by anybody in the future. So before the election, some people were telling the Igbos, you are going to cry for 8 years.
Yes.
And they're already crying for 8 months.
They even said Igbos should go and learn politics. Igbos should Igbos should build bridges. About all of them will be Julius Bajas. All of them will be PhD holder in how to do politics. Here we are now.
Exactly.
Wow.
All of us are in the mess now, and
they are not calling the Igbos to learn politics anymore. They are not telling the Igbos to build bridges anymore. They are now begging the Igbos to please join them to protest. They're like,
join them, and
it's like
no Igbo man is going to join them.
No, I discourage it.
This is nobody is going to join them. This is some people's turn. They say it's their turn. And let them have it and enjoy it while we stand by the side and look how it's going to play out. But it's unfortunate that they are not going to learn. They are not going to learn. You think they are learning anything, they are not going to learn. The next election will come, they will throw some ethnic red meat, and they already catch it, and they're going to play with it. And that will be it.
I think that's going to work again because it didn't really work the last time. Because
Tinubu is not there
because he played ethnic and what have you. We know what happened. Those who manipulated it.
Yeah.
You get do you think it's going to really work for them? Something that really didn't. You know something, Papa? I feel like people hated them more because of their ethnic politics. Have you not noticed?
Yeah, I think you are right.
Thiefnubu more. Because of the ethnic politics they played the last time. Have you not noticed?
Yeah, right.
So if they want to continue that way, then we'll be here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that things are going the way they are going. And he promised, I think he said he's an economist of international repute.
He's an accountant. See
accountant, yes.
Accountant. They see we don't go school. Everybody knows that this guy no go school. But they tell us say
we don't even know
he's a mobile accountant, he's a clinical accountant. This guy don't go anywhere.
He don't go anywhere. We don't know.
We know better.
The name he said he's selling us, we don't know if he's a man We don't know if he's even a Yoruba man or if he's from Cotonou. We don't know.
Guinea. We don't know if he's Guinea. Well, we actually do know that he's a Guinea. Also,
yeah, everything about him is defeat. Yeah, we are in a big mess, and he's going to finish where Buhari stopped. And he told us that, and the people thought he was, and he told us he gave us Buhari, and that was an accomplishment.
I know.
For 8 years, and he put us in a hot mess, and we are back to it. 16 years of ruining Nigeria is not enough. I think Nigerians should, go back and ask yourself, I'm not going to blame Tinubu. I'm going to blame the APC. That's the party. They have ruined Nigeria for 8 years, and we are going for 16 if care is not taken. That's a long time of doing a big damage to that country.
Including the life
I don't know who is going to repair it.
Remove 16 years in the life of these young people. 16 years of their lives are going to be wasted. I mean, they have already done 8 already. They have done 8 years.
Exactly.
So they will do another 8. That is so it's unfair.
That's enough. Yeah, that's enough damage, and I don't know
so somebody's
when they are going to
now
catch
all
up.
their youth will be taken away from them. Before all of them open their eyes, they will be in their 40s, in their 50s.
Exactly.
And that is gone.
Exactly.
It's gone. They will never have it back. They will never have it back.
No. Yeah, no. That will be gone, and
we need people to understand.
Unfair,
this.
Yeah. A lot of people don't understand what is going on, and they are just looking for their daily breaks.
Because they are hungry. That's what we are saying, that if your protest is about we are hungry, you are not ready. If your protest is about things are expensive, bring them down. You are not ready. So the intelligent people should begin to choose and direct the narrative now. Yes, you are going to trigger them. You're going to trigger Thiefnubu. They're going to say you want to cause trouble, but you need to stay on the conversation. You need to stay on the conversation, and you must direct the conversation. I'll play my part, Sha.
They are the ones. Yeah, they are the ones that has caused a lot of trouble in that country. This is people are just reacting to what the damage has done so far, and blaming anybody will not save them from the trouble they have gotten the country into. And we are not going to let them off the hook. The damage is going to be, the blame is going to be on him and APC as a party.
He is responsible. There is nothing anybody can tell anybody. He is responsible for his ruin. From the start.
Yes, they are responsible.
And now.
Exactly. They are responsible for what has happened to Nigeria in any So we have to keep reminding people to blame the APC, that party of looters and criminals. And Nigerians should start now to resist the nonsense from them. They have done enough damage.
I know.
This is the time for the younger generation to begin to rise up against this nonsense, because that country belongs to all of us.
It should.
Thank you, my
God bless you, sir. Thank you so much as well, because you will be my last caller tonight. And sometimes this is so it's going to be heartbreaking for so many of you who have been trying to get through tonight. It's quite busy tonight, okay? That you didn't get through to make your own verbal contribution on the phone. Doesn't mean that you haven't really contributed greatly too. I know a lot of you have been so busy in the comment section like that, engaging yourselves back and forth. Now, what you can do is that if you really have something to say about this tonight, you can keep them, and then when we have a chance of speaking again, right, you can easily come on and raise it. We'll still entertain it. So to all of you who are asking us to organize our own protest and all of it to back you, we are watching, okay? Because the numbers you have in Nigeria is enough to liberate all of you. But until you actually are able to garner that number and use that strength, we will be watching. Right now, everybody will know there is nobody coming to rescue us or save us from the problems we have put ourselves in. Now, if this is the generation that is going to also end it, well, that will be an honor. So we are watching. and we wish you all the best. Tomorrow is another day. So thank you so much for spending your evening with me tonight. As almost always, I will see you some other time. But remember, I can only see you some other time if you are following my ego. I'll see you again. So good night from here. Have a wonderful evening.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun dayari dayari politico. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Òkúra olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.